Hello, I'm John, the executive producer here at Final Show Films. I got a few notes for you before the show. First, I want to thank you all for watching. Hello, I'm John, the executive producer here at Final Show Films. I got a few notes for you before the show. First, if you want, I want to thank you all for watching. Hello, I'm John, the executive producer here at Final Show Films. I got a few notes for you before the show. First, if you want, I want to thank you all for watching. Hello, I'm John, the executive producer here at Final Show Films. I got a few notes for you before the show. First, if you want, I want to thank you all for watching. Hello, I'm John, the executive producer here at Final Show Films. I got a few notes for you before the show. First, if you want, I want to thank you all for watching. Hello, I'm John, the executive producer here at Final Show Films. I got a few notes for you before the show. First, if you want, I want to thank you all for watching. Hello, I'm John, the executive producer here at Final Show Films. I got a few notes for you before the show. First, if you want, I want to thank you all for watching. Hello, I'm John, the executive producer here at Final Show Films. I got a few notes for you before the show. First, if you want, I want to thank you all for watching. Hello, I'm John, the executive producer here at Final Show Films. I got a few notes for you before the show. First, if you want, I want to thank you all for watching. Hello, I'm John, the executive producer here at Final Show Films. I got a few notes for you before the show. First, if you want, I want to thank you all for watching. Hello, I'm John, the executive producer here at Final Show Films. I got a few notes for you before the show. First, if you want, I want to thank you all for watching. Hello, I'm John, the executive producer here at Final Show Films. I got a few notes for you before the show. First, if you want, I want to thank you all for watching. Hello, I'm John, the executive producer here at Final Show Films. I got a few notes for you before the show. First, if you want, I want to thank you all for watching. Hello, I'm John, the executive producer here at Final Show Films. I got a few notes for you before the show. First, if you want, I want to thank you all for watching. Hello, I'm John, the executive producer here at Final Show Films. I got a few notes for you before the show. First, if you want, I want to thank you all for watching. Hello, I'm John, the executive producer here at Final Show Films. I got a few notes for you before the show. First, if you want, I want to thank you all for watching. Hello, I'm John, the executive producer here at Final Show Films. I got a few notes for you before the show. First, if you want, I want to thank you all for watching. Hello, I'm John, the executive producer here at Final Show Films. I got a few notes for you before the show. First, if you want, I want to thank you all for watching. Hello, I'm John, the executive producer here at Final Show Films. I got a few notes for you before the show. First, if you want, I want to thank you all for watching. Hello, I'm John, the executive producer here at Final Show Films. I got a few notes for you before the show. First, if you want, I want to thank you all for watching. Hello, I'm John, the executive producer here at Final Show Films. I got a few notes for you before the show. First, if you want, I want to thank you all for watching. Hello, I'm John, the executive producer here at Final Show Films. I got a few notes for you before the show. First, if you want, I want to thank you all for watching. Hello, I'm John, the executive producer here at Final Show Films. I got a few notes for you before the show. First, if you want, I want to thank you all for watching. Hello, I'm John, the executive producer here at Final Show Films. I got a few notes for you before the show. First, if you want, I want to thank you all for watching. Hello, I'm John, the executive producer here at Final Show Films. I got a few notes for you before the show. First, if you want, I want to thank you all for watching. Hello, I'm John, the executive producer here at Final Show Films. I got a few notes for you before the show. First, if you want, I want to thank you all for watching. Hello, I'm John, the executive producer here at Final Show Films. I got a few notes for you before the show. First, if you want, I want to thank you all for watching. Hello, I'm John, the executive producer here at Final Show Films. I got a few notes for you before the show. First, if you want, I want to thank you all for watching. Hello, I'm John, the executive producer here at Final Show Films. I got a few notes for you before the show. First, if you want, I want to thank you all for watching. Hello, I'm John, the executive producer here at Final Show Films. I got a few notes for you before the show. First, if you want, I want to thank you all for watching. Hello, I'm John, the executive producer here at Final Show Films. I got a few notes for you before the show. First, if you want, I want to thank you all for watching. Hello, I'm John, the executive producer here at Final Show Films. I got a few notes for you before the show. First, if you want, I want to thank you all for watching. Hello, I'm John, the executive producer here at Final Show Films. I got a few notes for you before the show. First, if you want, I want to thank you all for watching. Hello, I'm John, the executive producer here at Final Show Films. I got a few notes for you before the show. First, if you want, I want to thank you all for watching. Hello, I'm John, the executive producer here at Final Show Films. I got a few notes for you before the show. First, if you want, I want to thank you all for watching. Hello, I'm John, the executive producer here at Final Show Films. I got a few notes for you before the show. First, if you want, I want to thank you all for watching. Hello, I'm John, the executive producer here at Final Show Films. I got a few notes for you before the show. First, if you want, I want to thank you all for watching. Hello, I'm John, the executive producer here at Final Show Films. I got a few notes for you before the show. First, if you want, I want to thank you all for watching. Hello, I'm John, the executive producer here at Final Show Films. I got a few notes for you before the show. First, if you want, I want to thank you all for watching. Hello, I'm John, the executive producer here at Final Show Films. I got a few notes for you before the show. First, if you want, I want to thank you all for watching. Hello, I'm John, the executive producer here at Final Show Films. I
Engagement.
Okay,
Right.
they are the expletives are using them. Good.
Yes.
Good.
Go ahead, people. Tell us if we're being stupid right now.
Tell us if there's no.
It's comments in chat. No sound. No sound. No sound. No sound. Fuck.
Nope, we're good. So, this group, having made its way through Daenerys to Gadgetzan to retrieve some aid for the efforts in Desolation Hold, have made contact with Lady Sylvanas Windrunner, the leader of the Forsaken Peoples of the Eastern Kingdoms, who are another member race of the Horde. And with the reinforcements from Nathanos Blightcaller and Sylvanas Windrunner and the Dark Rangers that she brought with her, made their way back to Desolation Hold with zeppelins and equipment provided by one Baron Marin Noggenfogger of Gadgetzan. Upon arriving...
Noggenfogger.
Yeah.
That we had a good laugh about that name too.
Sorry.
It's alright.
We have some Noggenfogger elixir as well.
I
We don't know what it does.
It's a little bottle that just says "drink me." I don't know if it'll shrink me or not. Like I'm not going to try
grow
it.
you.
I'm not
It could also turn you into an elf.
It could also make you change your gender.
That's why I'm really not trying it.
That is the smart solution.
Because I feel like it's going to be Gnomish Inspirational Ale Part 2.
Actually,
We
I
need to
think
find-
most of the things it does are beneficial.
We need to find.
Just a matter of when they're beneficial.
We need to find
why
somebody
I'm not
we don't
drinking
care
this.
about and have them drink it.
Sorry to interrupt.
Also, my character is holding it, so that's not happening.
We interrupt ourselves. Don't apologize.
Okay, hey Josh, drink this.
So, upon arriving back in Desolation Hold, the group was greeted not only by Warlord Bloodhilt, who met them again, but also a troll by the name of Vol'jin, who the group has just met for the first time, who brought Sylvanas away for a private conversation while the group was given time to prepare for the assault that would begin the next morning, just before dawn, on Fort Triumph, just across the way, taking the time to make preparations to apply war paint and to steady themselves for the battle ahead. We joined the group just before the assault. Does anyone have any last-minute preparations or conversations they wish to have?
So, what is the intelligence on this? The forces coming at us from?
You don't know because you don't speak.
No, but I might have overheard. Like I may or may not have been sick upstairs last week. So, what did I miss?
Basically, what we have established is that the Horde forces are gathering for an attack before dawn to try and catch the Alliance forces as much off guard as is possible.
Cool. Where are we attacking?
We are basically going, because we actually have forces, the aim is for the Dark Rangers and Sylvanas and Nathanos to keep the forces on the wall occupied with covering fire, while the rest of the forces make their way through the broken terrain that is the battle scar between Desolation Hold and Fort Triumph to take the fort itself and cut off Alliance presence. The ultimate goal here is eliminating the Alliance from this section of the Barrens.
Awesome. Go kill people. I can do that.
And before you left, Before we ended last week, Warlord Bloodhilt notified each of you that you would each be placed in charge of a unit of forces for this upcoming battle. As you had acquitted yourself admirably thus far, he believed that your experience and your understanding of the battlefield would do well with small units, not necessarily large forces, but small squads each of you would be in charge of, using your varying skills, with a place for the troll found whenever he figures out what he's going to do with the troll.
I mean, I can talk to animals way better than I can talk to people.
Yeah, the ultimate answer is you're probably going to have a group of raptors.
Sweet.
Group of attack raptors.
I'm gonna Jurassic Park this place up.
Yeah. You've never even seen that movie.
The role of the troll this evening will be played by Chris Pratt.
Do you know how many more views we would get if we got Chris Pratt on here?
So many more views.
Does he get a motorcycle?
He's gonna Jurassic
He is
Park
the
the first film, none of the sequels.
I don't want to know what his use tech device skill is, and I certainly don't want to find out by him piloting something that might explode.
Use tech device.
No, they got Jeff Goldblum for that.
That's a -1.
What does use tech device go off of?
Intelligence.
Oh. So you're what, negative?
Intellect.
I have a 6.
I rolled a 15.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I rolled a natural 1.
Any
so-
conversations the group of you wish to have, any preparations you wish to make before this is your last opportunity for conversation for
I
preparation.
have
Make some missile weapons before I go to bed.
I have donned myself in the war paint of the Blade Wind, accentuated with the black jaw of the War Scream.
War song.
Or War Song. Sorry, War Scream's Growl's name.
Hell scream.
Hellscream. Fuck. Words!
Hell song.
Hell Song!
He's going to don himself in
Song
the war
scream.
paint of some orc.
Song Scream.
And that
Wait.
orc may just be him and him
Star
alone.
scream.
Star
He's
Scream.
wearing war paint.
This time is my turn, Megatron! Star Scream! Fuck you, Megatron! Wait, what?
You know, I feel like that line was written in every script and scratched out.
Try some Star
It's
Scream,
like, okay,
please.
we want Starscream to say "fuck you, Megatron," but we need to find a better way to say.
We need him to say
Curse you,
to a
Megatron!
group of 8-year-olds.
That line needs to get across.
Up yours, Megatron.
It
A group of 8-year-olds.
ended up being "curse you, Megatron" every time.
Yep.
just not even the entire fuck you, just the fucking replaced with curse.
Yeah, curse you, Megatron.
It's an implied.
Fine.
Curse you, which curse? Like, you know, it's like there's a variety you can pick.
Take your
from.
pick.
The 4-letter one that starts with an F.
A fire truck word.
Starts with F and ends with
Ends with UCK.
fire truck.
Yeah. A fire truck will land on you.
Yeah.
That is your curse.
All right, so
I mean, in Transformers, that can happen, though.
Yeah.
Lee, did you have any particular conversations you wanted to have?
The Dalmatian.
Preferably in-game ones, not ones about fire trucks.
Oh!
There are fire trucks in game.
They shoot fire.
I mean, that is a definitive difference, yes, but
So what's Vol'jin up to, exactly?
Vol'jin is, at this moment, after he's had a conversation with Sylvanas, is maneuvering around the grounds, the central courtyard of Desolation Hold, sort of keeping an eye on everything. You see, as he walks, you just see his hand occasionally gesture outward, and he mutters something under his breath. And you just get this
Sense motive?
faint sense of presence around him. Like there is more to this troll's presence than just the troll.
Maybe see with the spirit? Wisdom check, maybe?
Roll me a spirit check.
Spirit check. Yeah.
spirits of the Lua.
I see nothing.
There's a presence about this troll, but you have no idea what it is.
Oops.
Whatever. I will approach slowly, respectfully, whatever. What would his title be?
You only know him as Vol'jin. You don't know his title.
So I know he's like leader of the trolls or whatever.
You know he's a leader of the Darkspear.
So, leader of the Dark Spear would be probably the appropriate title.
Yeah.
Don't trolls like put their titles in their names? So isn't like Vol a title or something?
Jin
I don't know.
Is.
I don't know troll culture.
Jin. Yeah, they do.
Yes, but an uncultured troll.
Their names are associated with their position as well. Jin is a suffix that means leader, basically, or chief.
Just address him as Grand Poobah. Jadoink! Of all of this and that.
I'll approach. Is something troubling you, Vol'jin?
Well, bye, Austin.
Oh, he's going for it?
Yep.
He's going for it?
I'm going to kick you.
No, he's on the other side.
And so
His hand on my foot says otherwise.
I'm over here. I don't know whose hand's on your foot.
No, your arm wrapped against my foot or something.
The table's not that big, Austin.
So the troll turns to face you, and you see once again this sort of bright orange hair that is sort of swept back into this tall mohawk, and this white skull face paint across the front of his face, and the entire front and down his chin, with this long curving upward tusks with some small pieces of jewelry adorning them. There be many things that trouble me, young one.
I would imagine someone of your importance would have no lack of things to be concerned with.
This world be dangerous, but with the right preparations, with the spirits of the Loa at the side, there be many things that one can face, and one can succeed. And I hope that today, the Loa be with us.
Someone's been watching Luke Cage season 2.
Actually, I've never seen Luke Cage.
Oh, you need to. It's great.
I've never seen any of Luke Cage.
You need to see it. It's great.
How is that a Luke Cage reference?
It's Luke Cage season 2. The bad guys that you're making.
I just do troll accents well. What do you mean, what kind of accent is this? It's a troll accent! God, you're making me crazy.
Sha-la-la-la-la-la, my oh my, don't like the boy too shy. Go on and kiss the go, whoa, whoa.
You're but just powerful.
I don't even think we have rails anymore.
No.
I mean,
But
we do. They're being used as spears right now.
rail guns. Right, he said that the spirit.
You're having a conversation.
Word. Yes, I know, but. And the spirits are on our side for this fight.
the Loa be whimsical. Be hard to tell who they side with. But I hope that one someday not be needing us yet.
What is that word that he's using exactly, and what does it mean?
Roll me knowledge religion.
Cool.
Which one, Loa or Samdi?
Loa. Oh, that's right, I have knowledge in everything. It's really convenient, 20.
20. The Loa, as far as you understand them, are the troll spirits. They are individual, not quite deities, but perhaps ancestral or ancient spirits. The trolls call upon them for a number of things. There are different spirits that represent different animals, different facets of life. The most notable among them being Hakar, the Soul Slayer, the Loa of Blood, who is not well liked among the civilized trolls, as he sort of represents the cannibalism and sacrifice and blood rituals.
Are you okay?
That ancient troll societies engaged in.
What just happened?
And then aside from Hakar, there is notably one Samdi, who is the Loa of Death. He is the Loa that sees spirits to the afterlife, that judges those who are worthy, and is the one who governs the time that one will die.
What was the name of that last one again?
One Samdi.
And... And what was that other term?
Loa or Hakar?
Hakar.
Hakar the Soul Slayer. He's not liked.
Cool.
Not by civilized trolls. Civilized. The ones that don't like blood sacrifice.
The boring trolls.
I mean, I guess we... But more the cannibalism thing for him, but it's just because he doesn't care, not because he actually, you know... Yeah.
You never know. Maybe every time he eats something, he devotes it to Hakon.
You don't know what's
I
going on in
really
his
doubt
head.
it. I kind of really doubt it. Not to insult your 6 intelligence, but I really doubt it.
I have double that in spirit, though.
Well,
Yeah.
Congratulations.
My spirit is double my intelligence. 12. But still.
my spirit's double my charisma.
Yeah, looks like it.
My charisma's 8.
So I suppose there is always some uncertainty with the spirits.
There always is.
You know, for you, I think people can move.
Let's try lifting this up.
The spirit be free. Like your holy light, he says,
Getting things
putting your
clogged.
reflection down. Their will can be
I can get
inscrutable
up
at
and
times.
Thank you. Sorry.
And what of your own?
My will?
As far as this battle, I should say.
My will is to see this done with as little bloodshed on our side as possible. The only way to see that done is to
Recommendations.
see our fallen not
Rails.
fall. And to see theirs stay down.
Recommendation, entirely new table.
I mean, yeah.
I'm glad others have the same
Versus the
views.
only one that does that badly. I mean, the other ones
I
don't.
mean, mine sticks kind of too.
But not like
I'm sure it would come as no surprise, given my heritage, that I'm not particularly fond of warfare.
No, you walk two worlds, little man.
How tall is he?
He's like 9 feet tall.
Okay.
Trolls are huge.
It's just the way that he hunches forward and walks with this sort of bent back, with this sort of loping stride. It's difficult to see exactly how tall he is, but you imagine if he stood straight, he would tower over you.
I mean, you've been around the other troll long enough to know that, like, he's straight up all on fours most of the time, but when he actually stretches himself out, he's way taller than you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah.
And I imagine Vol'jin's a bit more muscular.
Just a bit.
Actually, he's fairly lean.
He is lean, but he's built lean.
He's got higher agility than strength.
Most trolls do.
Like, he's fairly lean, but he is toned.
Most dark spirit trolls do. Most jungle trolls do. Zandalari have a bit more meat on them. Just slide back into frame, nothing happened.
So what are your
Draw
plans for
attention
the
to
upcoming battle?
Everything is fine.
I will bring the Loa to bear. We will see what comes of it. I will try to keep ours from falling, and I will try to keep theirs from rising.
He's a shaman.
He's
Yeah.
a witch doctor,
I mean, it's a witch
actually.
doctor, but yeah.
And the low in charge of death. What was
He's
that
a
again?
shaman.
One Sunday.
Then I take it that would be one Sunday.
The Loa of death. His eye is gonna be on us soon.
We shall see what that glance brings.
As I start dying.
Well,
Quick.
may the spirits guide us.
Fortifications.
May the light be with you.
I nod in appreciation and sort of look out to the battlefield.
And he continues. He's sort of walking this slow circle around the interior of the courtyard, and just occasionally tracing a hand gesture here and there as he walks, and just muttering something under his breath. And whenever he passes close to you, you can hear this just like slow, droning noise. And that almost sounds like.
Can I tell if it's like some kind of a spell or some kind of a ritual, or...
Roll me spellcraft.
Ooh.
This isn't supposed to be like a stealth operation, is it?
No, this is a battle.
Yeah.
25.
He's definitely performing some form of ritualistic action, but it's hard to say whether it's meant to be invoking some kind of magic or if it's just trying to appease spirits in a non-magical fashion.
I want to sort of study at what he's doing a little bit more.
It's hard to make out because as he speaks, it's very low, but it has this sort of droning quality and almost seems like a song. Like you heard Multiple Throat singing?
Yes.
It almost kind of sounds like that. That is
A lot quiet,
that is like
yeah.
low, constant groan under his breath as this just kind of shifts up and down as he forms words, but it's just this constant stream of sound.
Can I break you?
You can try.
And these occasional gestures. It's hard to tell what they're meant to be, and he's either tracing symbols or making gestures, and it's impossible to tell which.
And does the whole thing just keep going on?
Yeah, for the next probably half hour, he does a full 7 circles of the courtyard before he stops, and he's moving at a very slow walk.
When he stops, I will ask him about what he was doing. What exactly that was.
Beseeching the Loa for protection, for fortune, for their sight to be cast upon us as we seek honor and glory, and for them to catch us as we fall.
Is there a, and what I know, a, like, sort of a, pre-battle chant or song to, like, fortify the spirit that I would know of and would be appropriate?
There are a number of different war songs that the Horde is known for. You, in particular, would know the Lokvad Nod, which are the songs of fallen heroes.
Yeah.
They are songs composed posthumously for great heroes of the Horde, of the Orcish race in particular.
Okay.
You would know the Lokvad Nod of Hellscream. And you would also know that... roll me knowledge local. This is something relating to your culture.
17.
There's one Lokvad Nod. There's only one Lokvad Nod that is not for a member of one of the Horde races.
Mm-hmm.
There is one Lokvad Nod for a human.
Okay.
A female by the name of Taretha Foxton. Who you know was the human who raised Thrall as her brother when he was raised in the internment camps and acted as his sister during his time when he escaped from humans and rallied the Horde and was killed by Blackmore in retaliation for her assistance with Thrall.
Yeah. Do I know which one of those would be more appropriate for this situation?
In this particular situation, it depends. If you're calling on mercy, on kindness, the Lokvad Nod of Taretha speaks to her spirit, her greatness of heart. But if you're calling for battle, if you're calling for bloodshed, if you're calling for glory and strength, the Lokvad Nod of Hellscream is a ballad to how he was the man who was unbeaten in battle and unbreakable in spirit, the man who saved all of the Orcish race from demons.
Well, considering what we're doing, right, what we're about to do, I would probably start. I would start and see if anyone picks up the Lokvad Nod for Hellscream.
And it doesn't take long. As it begins, and it's almost, for those of you who aren't orcs or for those of you who don't know, it's like a slow ripple. As one orc starts up a Lokvad Nod, the others who know it slowly begin to pick it up as well. And it's this slow drum beat rhythm, like something that could be sung on a march. And it slowly begins to ripple outward as one hears it and picks it up, and the next hears it and picks it up, and it's this slow wave that takes over this fortress that is made mostly of orcs, and so it catches very quickly. As one after another, each one who hears it picks up the look Vadnod of Hellscream.
And because I am wearing his war paint, I will sort of be like in the center of the fortress, like sword in hand, like point down, ready for battle.
And so this war chant, this song of glory and battle and redemption, begins to echo through the fortress, and you suspect soon will begin to carry across the way towards Fort Triumph, and that doesn't stop any of the orcs from singing it. It carries, and it continues, and it builds as this song of strife and war and salvation builds. Even Warlord Bloodhilt, when you see him, joins in the song.
Does Vol'jin?
Vol'jin does as well. And a number of the Darkspear do. And as the song draws to an end with this one final note that is just a shout, it is just a scream from the bottom of the heart of every individual who takes part in the song, just this shout from the bowels of hell, as the warlord himself would do. As this scream echoes across the battlefield, Warlord Bloodhilt raises his hammer. We go to victory! Loktar Ogar! And the soldiers begin to take to the battlefield.
Bless you!
Thought we got a bit too serious there.
So, I have prepared a battlefield for you.
We unfortunately do not have a camera currently in place to
Actually,
capture it.
it is. This camera can actually see it. Not very well.
Oh,
Not
can
from
it?
the top down, but it can actually see the battlefield.
Aha!
It all looks. It just
have
looks
a
white.
camera for it, just not a.
Currently activated.
It's sort of
place.
currently dangling from the ceiling in a manner that befits the jankitude of this general setup.
Everything's dangling from the ceiling in a janky way.
I mean, yes. That's
Yes, but
would-
some
that
of
would
them
work
dangling
so.
in a functionally janky way.
Why is there just a camera hanging there?
That's what I was pointing out.
Oh,
That's what we're talking about.
Wait,
That's
which one?
where it's just
Oh,
That
that
one.
one. Oh, I thought that was the
Right.
one that was like pointed at us.
No.
Or, okay.
No,
No.
that is
That makes
currently-
sense.
That's
that is our tabletop.
Oh.
That's our tabletop camera. This computer can only run 3 cameras at a time.
Gotcha.
Well, it only has enough USB ports.
It also only it only has
We could either
USB
run. We could run 4 cameras, but then you wouldn't get to hear us. Which, while I know some of you would prefer out there.
I know you
We'll
just
be-
you just want more angles of this amazing hat, but I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
His
Sacrifices
hats are
have to be
amazing. His hats are always amazing.
So, the battlefield represents the 5, maybe 6,000 foot stretch between Desolation Hold and Fort Triumph. Before the battle, Josh.
Mile.
Yeah, roughly.
Nice.
But for the sake of actually running this, you will assume that you and your unit can move it roughly 3 squares on a single move action.
okay.
And each of you is led to your own individual units as the battle prepares. As the song, while during the time in which the song is being formed, individuals come and between verses offer instruction and direct you to your unit that you will be leading. And for the sake of this, your performance will be reflecting both your own activity and that of your unit.
Oh.
So we're commanding units
Similar
similar
in
to
style.
what we can do.
Yes. You have the unit. You have a unit of the healers,
I have a bunch of
warriors and shamans.
of like wolf-clad people with claws of attack.
So
And probably some
swords.
giant swords.
Yeah.
I have a bunch of temperamental rogues that
You have a bunch of
problems
rogues.
with life.
Actually, I
That's my train.
I would Because we have
Everybody
other
just
healers.
acts so passive aggressively to each
you're
other.
among healers.
Since
They
we have other
managed to
healers, I
find
imagine
an
it would be
entire
best to
battalion
use
of one-armed
in some kind
rogues.
of
It was
repair
weird.
or with the shredders, or near them at least, so I could aid in repairing those. Since I imagine we have plenty of
You have a bunch of
healers,
blade fists.
but not a whole lot of people specifically dedicated to being able to repair stuff.
You do have an engineering team who are with Josh.
Okay.
So there is an engineering team.
How many of Holly's rogues are blade fists? Are
At least two.
Shattered
of them.
Hand?
At least two are Shattered Hand.
How many only have one arm?
None of them, except for you.
Only one.
One of them has one arm.
But
A
the
lot of them only have one hand.
Yeah, the
Like at
Shattered
least,
Hand only have one
Okay.
hand.
at least 2 or 3 of them only have one hand, and they've replaced that missing hand with a weapon.
Okay.
Because that's how the Shattered Hand roll.
Okay.
Like, I don't need this.
They shatter their hands.
Seems like a really bad idea.
That
Well,
you-
not if you
You
not
just
if you
don't
do
wanna
it like
pick it up.
Ash from Evil Dead 2 and replace your hand with a chainsaw.
They do. They replace their
mean,
hands with
okay.
axes.
Yeah.
And swords.
So it's
Or
not
if they are
really
tinkers,
a bad
probably
idea.
chainsaws.
Yeah, I mean you can put a Shatterblade on your hand axe. Your hand axe.
They do it in homage to...
Or you could make a handgun.
They do it in homage to that clan's founder who, in servitude to ogres,
Yeah, who was enslaved by ogres as a gladiator, severed his hand
severed
to
his
get free
own
of his
hand to
mom.
get free, so... And then strapped a blade to it, because why not?
I mean,
It was there.
Or like,
You know.
depending on where your hand ended up getting cut, you could wield a hand and a half sword.
They cut it off right mid-form.
And you know, it's not a requirement into your passage into adulthood anymore like it used to be, but it is still a thing that is very cultural. Shattered hand. And it's not. It's a lot of cases. It's not even you will cut your own hand off. It's if your hand is ever severed, you replace it with a blade. For a lot of Shattered hands. And
Because they don't fuck around.
How do they go to the bathroom?
with their other hand.
Very carefully.
With their other hand.
Because that's got to be really difficult to just go into like really crowded places and your sword hand just hitting everybody.
Ping, 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 ping. It's
wait,
really
it
useful
it clears a crowd real quick.
So
Oh,
would
I'm
that-
sure it does.
It's really useful for serving, though, because you just turn it sideways.
So would that mean that if you had to put it away, would it be a sheath or a glove?
Whoa.
They detach it.
Yeah, just remove it from the wrist.
What if like you have an itch on your face and you forget?
That's how they
happen more than
You
twice.
learn more
Or
than
worse, what if you have an itch on your crotch?
more than one shattered hand has given themselves their own scars.
Almost certainly. But it's not. But after a while, it's a thing you remember.
Yes.
Yeah.
After a while, you build that reflex to not.
It's like, not this time.
Not today.
What's really awkward is when you try to, offer a handshake and forget.
Shake!
Oh wait,
That was
Quit
my
hitting
father.
yourself. Quit hitting yourself. Quit hitting yourself.
But no. So you have a squad of rogues. You have a squad of warriors and shamans. You have healers. You have other arcane users as well as some martial warriors. So the handful of paladins and rune masters and mages.
Cool.
And you have tinkers and other siege engineers, along with your steam suit.
Okay.
And Jangatal has a group of wild animals.
Specifically raptors.
Mostly raptors. There's a couple of direwolves.
Yep.
I tried to make a raptor noise.
And so each of your individual performances will be reflecting the performance of your unit.
It's like a
So you will also note.
I
So
tried to do
my-
the call
my
from
unit-
Jurassic Park, but it didn't work.
Faster than the other units?
Yes, actually, your unit can move at a speed of 5 squares each round
Cool.
because you are innately on faster mounts.
Recon.
You are the scouting squad.
How many people or animals are in our units?
You usually running in between 5 and 10.
People?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so the
4 shamans, 5 warriors.
to go over
And then the warrior shaman.
to go over the meeples on your side. The green one is Vol'jin and his unit. The black one is Sylvanas and Nathanos and their unit.
ding,
The purple ones are the Dark Ranger units.
ding.
and the red ones are your standard Horde warriors. You will also notice 3 large dice, 1 on your side, 2 on the enemy side. These are your siege weapons. They're already marked at a number. This is
what number was ours supposed to be? Because Kira moved it.
it was supposed to be a 6. Yeah, 6.
That's a 9.
Give us a 9.
Was it here?
Give us a 9.
No, you don't want it at 9. You don't want it at 9.
6.
Oh, we're going that
Okay.
direction?
Was it right? It was
Because-
right around there. Yeah.
Each of these siege weapons can take a certain number of good hits.
Okay.
When they take a good hit, you'll rotate the number up. When the die starts flashing, the device is destroyed. Because they're all your life dice.
So the D20 over here on their side is already at a 20.
It should be at 10.
Somebody's been playing with dice.
What should this one be?
That one should be at, that's
I
a
don't
D12,
think
it should be
that
at 6.
Okay, that's 6.
And yeah, so
So why is ours at above half?
because yours isn't as good repair as theirs.
Because ours sucks.
Damn it! Josh, fix it!
So yes,
You guys are the heroes. Of course, all the tools you have suck.
none of these siege engines are in full repair, which means that you could attempt to repair yours and attempt to break theirs, and they can also attempt to repair theirs. The enemy leader is marked with the Death Knight figurine because it's the only one that I had that actually was a decent human.
So the one that stands out from all the other things.
Yes, and
The one
then
that is not an eagle.
the blue meeples are your standard Alliance soldiers, and the orange meeples are your Alliance ranged units and engineers.
I don't think they can see those.
That's okay.
Aww.
They can barely.
Especially not with
Barely.
hands flashing all over the place.
What are the hands?
Those are people. Those are hands. Giant hands in the sky. I have been chosen by the
There's
big metal
zeppelins.
hand in the sky.
Sorry, you're doing it wrong. We have been chosen by the claw.
So, Josh, would you like to start off your shredder?
Do what?
Would you like to start off your shredder for this fight?
Starting a shredder?
Yeah.
I should probably do that. So I got to roll
Actually, let's think about-
anything but a 1, basically.
Let's think about if this is the
already
position we
rolled
actually
a
want to
14,
start
don't
in.
you?
I got a plus
Like-
16 now.
Oh yeah, you had to roll not a 1.
I imagine we should have some sort of say over where exactly we start.
Yeah, position yourself anywhere on that
Yeah.
first rise.
I'm
First
good.
rise?
I
We
feel
have
like
any-
I need a booster seat.
Which one are you?
Okay, I'm
One arm
one arm.
one.
Do you want to switch seats? So you
So,
can sit
No,
better?
no.
who wants to
Okay,
be
I'm
the, who wants to be
Which
the
one
front
has
liners?
one?
No, the 7-month
This
pregnant
one.
woman gets the
This
couch.
Oh, he's.
So
This
the
one's got one arm.
Thank you. It's
So-
turned away from me. I couldn't see that there's.
each
It
of
was a
No, I
joke.
see it.
I will beat you over the head with it.
You said you wanted to boost your seat.
Put it away.
so of the one miniature that is actually a miniature that is not one of
Tiny.
you
They're real tiny.
is the one with the cape and the sword that
Oh, I
represents
thought that was me.
that represents you have yours.
I know.
The one with the cape and the sword represents Warlord Bloodhill's unit. So that is your commanding officer. If he dies, well, you've lost your commanding officer.
Oh well, then we have more.
We'll get a new one.
You're 1/3 fucked.
Nah, it's fine.
We'll get.
He was a replacement for the old ones. We can get a new one easily. This one just won't have been thrown out a window.
So,
Unless-
What was
is your shredder
what was the-
tanky or
How
more
did that
aggressive?
happen?
He threw the old one out the window.
Okay.
Strength, but it's
Let me just see what your AC and hit
I mean,
points
the
are.
old one was all like, "No,
Yeah,
I don't want to
AC.
step down," and he's like,
AC
"Okay."
is,
Whee,
same
flying
as
lesson.
usual. I got a 15 AC.
13 plus
No, it was actually that he backed down. He surrendered.
I got a 15
No,
AC.
Which is what you don't
Okay.
do.
He threw off the Emperor's
Hardness
roof, so he got
to
thrown out a
hit
window.
points 50. So that's moderately tanky.
You have thrown off
Yeah,
the.
it's not. It's
So you're a decent
I'm good where I'm at.
frontliner.
I don't know if anyone else wants to modify.
So is this a wall
I'm okay with it.
or
Doesn't
what?
So
where I am.
those
Any-
are
the
those are
first-
those are represent the uneven terrain. You can see on the upper end where the horde symbol is at. You can see elevation markers.
Oh, I see. Cool.
Yeah.
So they have the high ground.
Well, more like you're both on even ground on your particular ledge,
You gotta
but
go
you have to
down
go
and then
down and then
back
back up.
Oh, there's a
No.
gorge. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's called the battle scar. It looks like this.
They also have a wall, I think is worth pointing out.
Yeah, it's up back here, right?
Yes, but
Their
they're
wall's
for
back
whatever
there.
reason.
They're out in front of
Yeah,
the
we're
wall.
not going to worry about that right now.
Why
We gotta get rid of
that seems
these
like a
guys so
terrible
we can-
plan.
I know.
And at least not having their siege weapons on top of the wall.
But they were coming out to get us, and we just caught them, before they got to our wall. So
We're going to seems actually.
Makes sense.
Legitimately, as it seems, as your forces deploy on the battlefield, it seems like the Alliance is already in the middle of deployment.
yeah.
So it seems like you conveniently have timed your assaults at the same time.
Yay!
Convenient.
So they say. If you believe in convenience.
I'm ready to go. Anyone else moving around? Arrange
I
thyself.
want to be closer to frontline things.
All right. I'm probably the only shaman in my group that doesn't have healing spells.
What was the green one?
The green one is Vol'jin.
Green one's Vol'jin.
Which character? Where's my little?
So
What's yours?
Which one's yours? The little tiny. The
No,
tiniest
you're
one.
you're the
you
you're the
have
Steve
the hard
suit in the
one.
middle.
you're this guy.
All right.
Yeah.
So imagine you'll probably
okay.
want to be.
Move over toward the.
I'm at the
catapult things, and
I'm at
You
the
wanna
ramp
do that
down from our rise. So.
Yeah, put me over in front of that thing.
Or do you want me to go back there so I can repair it?
Well, I can.
Like that ish? Or.
Up forward, right behind the. Yeah, right behind them there. That's good.
Okay.
I think
Do you want to?
because you'd be good on
Austin, you moving
as a
around?
frontliner, whereas if I stay back,
Yeah,
Oh, you
troll
want
on
to
the
try to
left.
fix that?
yeah,
Okay.
I think I could try to repair that because
I feel like that's a good place. Well,
also I feel like
You're right behind Blood Hill going down the
You know
hill.
what I'm
so-
trying to do?
so these, how big are these drops?
they look about 20 feet, 20 to.
You can see the elevation markers. They're different. They're not
This
even.
is 20 to 60, so this right here is like a 40-foot drop. Yeah, they're like
But you can go
40-foot
down-
drops
but you can go-
on average,
There's.
so they're pretty
pathways.
big. Which means also we could change the siege engine to being over here, so it would have high ground while also being as close to them as possible and having the ledge to protect it just in case there are any sappers we don't see.
I mean, there's the straightforward route, but it looks like
We're coming up.
I'll be going down like.
The only way to come up is right.
I will go down. I think Bloodhilt and I are probably going to be
20,
going down the middle,
20,
drawing their infantry.
and 20.
So.
Oh no, 20, 20, and 40.
20, 40, and 40.
Oh, 20, 40, and 40.
60 minus 20 is 40.
Is it Austin? Bloodhilt and I are probably going to be going down the middle, drawing their infantry. If you want to see about climbing up and down, I just don't know if those are climbable for you.
I mean,
Well,
if you're
are
fast.
raptors-
Since you're
are raptors
faster, you can
climbable?
take this route.
Yeah,
right here.
that's what I'm looking at doing, but I'm trying to figure out. I'm very well equipped. I can take a 20-foot fall. I've got a good enough tumble check to not take damage from that.
Oh, you're gonna try to.
It's
fly
the
out there.
40-foot fall that'll do some damage, but I can tank some damage to just jet my way up there.
But then you'll be cut off from the rest of the team.
Well,
Yeah, you don't want to.
You'll get in the range of archers before anyone else does.
Yeah, you don't want to. You don't want to get
Well,
surrounded.
actually no. What I want to do probably is get to these archers where there's no battalion. How steep is that over there where it's very narrow?
This is 40 to 0.
So that's 40 feet up.
Yeah, if
40 foot.
by the time you can get over that way, we'll probably have gotten close enough that we'll have their infantry occupied, and you can flank them.
if you can get up there.
Because also
Well,
remember, that's not 40 feet straight up. That's like 40 feet up and about like 10 feet at least.
How difficult would it be for my group to go up those cliffs over there in front of those?
It'd be a challenge. You'd probably be sacrificing a lot of your movement to do it, but you could try.
I mean, but we're already so fast.
Yeah.
Also, do we have to start here, or could I start?
No, you can start on the other side.
Yeah, you can start on wherever you want, but only on that top rise.
Yeah, so you can
Yeah,
start over there.
But if I'm looking at, if I start over there, we can jump, and then there's a path down, and that's only 20-foot drop.
At that point you're climbing.
Yeah, 20-foot climb. That's not bad.
Oh, is that up?
Yeah, once you get down,
that's up.
once you get down to the
down
third
to
tier,
that,
you're
yeah.
going up again.
Well, no, but there to there, because this is minus 60 to minus 40.
Yeah. So that's
That's not
20 feet
20
up. That's
up.
not bad.
That's going up.
Okay. Okay. So we're gonna try that route and see if we can get to this thing into that siege weapon. Okay.
Yeah, and then once you're done with them, you can swoop around behind the others.
That's the plan.
Rogues could probably follow a similar tact.
Because rogues... Well, I don't know how well can a one-armed rogue climb.
I can climb.
You do have claws.
I can climb. I did well when we were going up to the harpies.
Okay, yeah, but
actually, if the scout group holds off the melee over there, if they come over and take out the missile, the rogues get behind and sabotage the heck out of that seed.
They can reach across the battlefield.
They can reach all the way. So those two can hit.
Those two can hit anybody here, and that one can hit anybody there.
Okay, so even if I stayed over here, that one would still be able to hit.
Yeah.
Okay, so
this feels like 5 rounds.
So I'm still in the middle. We're just gonna.
And I hate dealing with the ballista units.
They can reach anywhere.
Yeah.
Technically 15 squares, but it feels like it.
Welcome to Warcraft Fire.
I feel like it's more Advanced Wars because each unit.
I haven't played Advanced Wars, to be fair. So I will start over here because that puts me next to the siege engine to try to repair it, and also right next to the frontliners, which will be trying to move up to here.
Yeah, that's where I'm heading.
Yeah, the two groups of warriors are definitely going straight down the middle, obvious path.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So
we're drawing their infantry.
The scouts are going to try to slip up the left and flank the missile units.
Holly, you're currently positioned a little bit in the back. Do you want to position closer to the front?
Yes.
Do you want to try to go up the side route with the scouts, or do you want to try to go with the frontliners?
I want to try to do the side route.
Okay, so put her by me.
So we've got 2 units in the flank.
Yeah.
And we've also got range support from the
and I think that's the correct path to flank because the Rangers are over there and we'll be able to cover you better.
Yeah.
So now what we have to worry about is the potential of these guys over here slipping around and flanking our melee troops. But I think that will leave the archers unprotected enough that we don't have to worry about
we've got enough. Like if Rudy's following, Rudy, are you following down Blood Hill?
Yeah.
So if Rudy's following down Blood Hill and we've got Vol'jin and the other Horde armies coming down behind us,
so
we should be able to protect
the orcs will
ourselves.
get in first.
Flanking.
If they try to flank, they can counter flank.
Yeah, Vol'jin can come in right behind us to counter flank anybody that gets behind us.
Otherwise, they can run up that side to meet them if they don't.
So we've got protection on that side with Vol'jin and the remaining Horde units, and between myself, Bloodhill, and Brick, we should be able to get through the middle.
Is each round still the same amount of time?
Roughly.
Okay. I was thinking about applying...
Time gets vague, but...
I'm thinking about applying buffs and things, like 1 minute plus a minute per level.
We'll say that they'll last for the equivalent amount of time for mechanical purposes. Time gets a little bit vague, but mechanically it'll say that way.
Oh, but things that aren't area of effect buffs won't be too useful.
No, you're always all split up.
Yeah.
Just concentrate on
and obviously, if you cast a single buff on a unit, the rest of your group will be casting similar buffs on the unit as well.
Oh, okay.
So it will qualify for buffing the unit.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So they know a variant of the spells we know.
They know some variant on the spell that you know.
So
Okay.
which of you which of your units would have the advantage on a climb check? As far as like
his already has.
Yours will probably be better.
We are way faster, so being slowed down is less of a detriment to us. Also, we're animals. We're kind of okay with the balance thing.
Yeah,
cool.
Any climbing
that
buff
means
should go to the rogues.
Oh,
yeah. I'm thinking I'll go ahead and like put bull strength on all of you like right before the battle, I think.
Okay.
Or would I have to be all the way over there to do that?
You need to be starting near them for that.
I think we put that over here.
What, so you can be there to do that first?
Yeah. I think your steam suit should go back here as well. Just to follow up with the...
I'm actually thinking of, if I follow these guys and try to sabotage that, use the catapult.
Yeah, you could...
Can you pull off those kinds of athletics?
I'm going to cheat.
He's got jumping boots.
I'm going to see what I can do.
Yeah.
Well, but he's in a steam suit.
The armor check penalty on that thing's got to be a...
It's actually a vehicle on its own. It is not using his armor check.
No, yeah, it's
piloting a vehicle.
But at the same time, you can't use
a better
jumping
climb
boots.
check with it than without it.
Okay.
Alternatively, you could follow up behind the warriors and break, because you're going to be slower than us.
Because someone needs to get... Because the rogues are going for that siege machine. I think if you can get through the warriors and go for that siege machine?
Yeah, like
What, the rogues are gonna
follow.
attack that machine?
Yeah, I think if you follow the warriors.
Plan is scouts go up here, engage with these missile, maybe draw some of the rogues are going to slip around to that siege machine and take it out.
those yet.
Okay.
And then the rogues can attack the commander. After they deal with the siege machine.
So we use our siege machine to knock out the other siege machine.
So yeah, so what you could do is
Follow.
This is a support
Either-
unit, so I'll put him over here.
follow me and Blood Hilt, and then when we engage with the infantry, go around to their siege machine.
Spaniels.
While we hold the infantry
Alright.
and keep them from following you.
No, they get
Yeah.
pretty big.
That sounds good.
Some English
This is
springers
the
get
one
up
that
to like 70
if
pounds.
he dies, we lose, right?
Well, no, I
If he
mean,
dies, we
Well,
don't lose.
we get.
Well,
We'll be at a disadvantage.
if
He's a good fighter.
We're-
He's a really,
My,
really good
my
fighter.
parents are looking
If he
to
dies,
adopt
we're down our
two dogs
commander.
this time.
Okay.
but
We're not.
we're not done.
Okay.
The story doesn't end if you lose.
Oh yeah. No.
But
I mean,
this
we
battle-
may lose the battle.
Yeah, this battle becomes a lot more difficult without your commander.
Okay. I was gonna.
He is not a Lord class unit now.
I have the flying room now,
So
make him get up there faster.
Alright, so,
alright.
if everyone is in place,
yep.
we'll go ahead and roll some initiative.
Put that right over there, and I will attempt to fix that machine. And that will go on.
Rolling initiative.
Initiative.
What am I doing?
Okay.
Obscure Hunger Games reference.
Is it really that obscure if it's a Hunger Games reference?
What was the reference?
May the odds be ever in your favor.
Ah.
You know, it's not an
Okay.
obscure Hunger Games.
What
It's
about
just
the
Hunger
evens?
They never mention the evens.
No one cares about the
The
units.
odds. Maybe
No one gives a
ever in your favor.
We will care.
We won't
Go
care about
evens.
Go evens.
So,
I mean, technically,
Actually, we don't want to go even with these people. That would be very bad.
Yeah, they outnumber you. You go even with them, you're gonna lose.
It is going to be a bad day.
20.
20?
Oh, that's helpful.
22.
22?
They outnumber us, but they have faceless mooks.
Did you roll initiative?
I
So
did.
clearly
I'm
yes.
We
sorry,
have player
20.
characters, thus we have the
20.
advantage.
Yep.
20 even?
Initiative, yes.
Okay, which of the two of you has the better agility?
Almost
Her.
definitely the rogues.
Actually, my agility's 14.
18.
Yeah.
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 Okay. Anyone else above 20? Okay. So that will be going Sylvanas, and then Jang at 22.
I mean, the scouts and rogues should go quicker than the others, so that makes sense.
And then Shiona at 20. And then Garrick at 20.
Huzzah!
20 to 15.
You?
Nope.
No.
you don't get pluses.
I get minuses.
Yeah, the priest is not quick.
You don't understand how this works.
15 to 10.
13.
13.
13.
13. Which of you is going faster?
Rudy.
Not me. I just said I have
Definitively
minuses.
Rudy.
Rick at 13.
That's not even a question.
I have the lowest dexterity in this party by a fair amount, I'm sure.
Leaf at
You
13.
rolled better than I did.
I'm sure everyone else at least has a 12.
So
10
I'm
to
last.
5.
What?
10 to 5.
Nope!
5 to 0.
Yay!
4!
I rolled a natural. Like.
What about imaginary
There's
numbers?
the evens.
I got his.
That's as low
Yeah,
as
I
I
got
can go.
imaginary number. Imaginary numbers. Do those count?
That means that you may
Whoever
interject
the-
at any time you feel.
Oh no.
You don't control units, but you can still interject anytime you feel.
We've got the evens over here as our commentary
we could
team.
give them tactical control over our NPCs.
The NPCs suddenly commit suicide. Why? We're not sure.
I grab one of these and throw it across the room.
Ritual seppuku was the only way.
The question is whether they control the Alliance forces or the Horde forces.
You don't know.
John Rhys Davies pronounced it seppuku. So,
John Rhys Davies is not Japanese.
not even remotely.
I mean,
Seppuku.
if you don't know, then we don't know either, so, you know.
How do any of us know?
I don't know.
Exactly.
How does one even know? Let's take it all the way back to Descartes.
I know.
No.
I beg your pardon.
Descartes. Yes,
Descartes.
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 Which cart? Descartes.
Yeah.
I cannot believe you went there.
Renee.
I knew he was going to go there. Have you not met this man?
Yeah.
Wait. Can you not believe I went to discard, or can you not believe he went to Descartes?
Both. Well, no. I knew both of them. Yeah. That just made sense. That happened.
I'll take Ancient Philosophers for 200.
I'll take anal bum covers for 200. That's album covers.
Wow. You're not actually going last. Going last is the Demolisher with a 1.
I mean, it's a siege engine, so...
Wow!
Your initiative list over there looks rather intimidating.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. It's,
I can't read any of it, mainly because it's
2
at an
plus
angle.
2 is 4. Okay.
2 plus 2 is 27.
Sorry.
No, 2 plus 2 is 22.
No, it's 27.
Alright, so,
bunnies.
starting out. The two of you,
Buddies
the
on the
scouting unit and the rogue unit, as you're standing amid the Dark Rangers, you see
It's those
Sylvanas.
evil bunnies from Monty Python.
Rangers,
Rangers.
unleash hell, and she just brings her bowstring back and lets fly as the rest of the Dark Rangers all unleash their first salvo of arrows. These arrows glistening with black magic that circle over the battlefield and strike down on that engineering unit and that engineering unit. Both of them are going to take an amount of damage that I'm going to need to make track of on this card here.
And now the DM plays himself for a minute.
Alright, track. Alright, so...
we are all thoroughly entertained.
The commander of the enemy forces is going to move 6 spaces through his own allies if he has to towards the front.
Wow.
Right there.
Okay.
That'll put him here.
Yeah, that was right.
He wants to meet me in battle.
Oh.
And
Maybe
Jagged
make
Hall,
out a little.
It's your unit.
Alright, we're going to hop down that hill.
Roll me a climb check.
An
Or
orc, that's what
a
it looks
tumble,
like.
whatever you want to do.
The teeth get in the way.
It gets ugly really fast.
20... Oh, sorry, I have bonus to dex today. 30.
Let me just look at that jaw.
Is that a tumble or
That's a
a climb?
bonus.
That's tumble.
Tumble? So you're
That's
just
my
taking
actual
the fall?
midi.
Yeah, it's 20 feet, and I negate the heck out of the whole
spaces?
thing.
Would you stop playing with your tower, please?
You and the Raptors leap down and land gracefully on the next floor.
5?
4, 5.
Yeah, and we're going down another one.
That puts you right on the ledge, so would you make the
Well,
jump?
hold on. We can double move, right?
Yeah, you can dash.
So we can go 10. This one we're going to have to... That's a 40-foot drop? Or is it still 20 foot?
That's 40 foot.
Yeah, we're gonna climb this one.
Wait. Hold on.
I think, yeah, because...
Yeah, 40. Yeah. I'm assuming that it...
Wait,
It's not identical on both sides, but that side is
No,
going
it's 60 to 40. Never mind. We're good.
Yeah.
Oh, well then, heck yeah, we're gonna...
Oh, no, right, yeah, 64 is just a much larger climb.
We're gonna take this one tumbling too. We're gonna get there fast. Natural 20.
Woo!
One,
So you land that one down.
3.
And then we're gonna start on that, going up that cliff. That one has to be climbed because we can't tumble up a cliff.
Yeah, you can't.
Unless you're very, very good at it.
But
So
I think
you
it took
haven't
us
had
about the
that
entire time to get to that cliff.
Yeah,
so.
it took you 3 out of your 5. You're not going to get up there in just 2.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
That's cool. We will do that next round.
So you're sitting on the cliff.
Alright.
And hopefully being under it means you'll get some cover, at least from people like that.
I
Shiana.
don't think they can even see them to attack, so... Neither of the siege weapons can probably see them.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I imagine this one especially, because right now they're basically
Okay.
backs against the wall.
Yeah.
I presume you'd be climbing down
Where are my people?
with you.
First side,
Those are your people.
Okay.
over where John started.
Yeah, we're gonna climb down.
So, turns out the wild animal is just like totally.
Do I need to roll climb checks or anything?
Yep. You're going to climb down or jump down?
Jumping down's faster but more dangerous.
Yep.
Climbing. At 20.
Alright, you will get down. That one's the short drop, so it'll just cost you 2 spaces instead of 1.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
And then double move, and you can just get to the other cliff.
1,
Okay.
2,
Make it
3.
to the other.
Yep.
Alright.
So the rogues are climbing down, and I like to think of what's that movie where you get the scene underneath of like the wolves jumping the chasm. I forget. There's like a whole pack of wolves just like jumping.
I know what you're talking about, but I have no idea.
There are a couple of different movies.
Like,
There's a
Lion, the
couple.
Witch, and the Wardrobe. When
Right.
they were like
No,
going
they didn't have
for
a
the
specific
beaver
angle like that.
Well, it kind of had like a, I don't know. What
Anyway.
it had
No, they did.
balls
Never mind.
running
Never
type
mind.
of
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
There we go. We'll go with that one.
I mean,
Snarling and running. Yeah.
like I was saying Princess Mononoke, because that also is a scene that happens in there.
It's a common shot. We now have it in this game.
For some reason, my right and middle two fingers have gone numb.
It happens.
Just the middle two fingers.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a neurological problem.
Bow?
I feel like your hand wants you to rock on.
I mean, yeah, but that's weird.
Did you pitch
Oh,
a nerve?
those two run on the same
Yeah, they run on the same nerve.
So
Which means-
if you hit one of them, it's
Or if you bumped your elbow.
I didn't though. I just had my arm sitting down like this,
You know.
and it suddenly went numb.
Yeah.
I might be dying. Hi.
We're all dying. It'll just take a while longer for some of us.
Are you okay?
It just feels weird.
Today's morbid thought of the moment brought to you.
Hi. I've almost died a couple times.
And desk card.
And desk card
An assassination attempt just this afternoon.
from a wasp. Like it doesn't hurt. It just feels really weird.
it's
Yeah,
your
no.
turn too, by the way.
Okay. So the shamans are casting inner fire on themselves
Okay.
With numb fingers.
with numb fingers.
That's probably why.
So half of my unit,
Could you put outer fire on your enemies?
theoretically, half of my unit.
Buffs the other half of the unit.
Well, no, inner fire only buffs on themselves.
How does it?
Half of my unit buffs themselves. Unless they're all warrior shamans, in which case they can all do it.
The capabilities of your unit include prowess and some magic. So
So we're casting inner fire on ourselves, is what we're saying, to give us bonuses to hit and bonuses on damage and there's inner fire lesser gives +1 bonus to attack rolls, and +3 divine bonus to AC, so we're a little bit harder to hit,
That was the only one.
a little
That
bit
was.
sturdier.
That's what I was saying.
And I'm going to use my battle shout.
No idea who.
So everyone around me, so the horde, the red horde meeples, the engineering group, the healers, and the siege engine, all get a +2 morale bonus to damage because they're all right next to me. And then
Yep, that's it.
I'm going to move. If you guys give me 3 squares forward down towards that next ramp.
What?
actually, having those two is very helpful for moving the mages.
Yeah.
Like that?
Yep.
Haha!
Actually, well, it's fine.
Went that
Like,
way.
yeah,
Yeah,
I would have been
go
going
down
down
the little path.
Yep, that's good.
Is that right? Okay, cool.
So yeah, so that's what we've done for this first round,
All right, then it is the turn of the enemy engineers.
and we are singing a battle chant as we go.
Yep. So
Ole, 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 ole.
Not that one.
Ole.
okay, so the two engineers over by the smaller siege engine, which is a ballista, are going to be moving back and attempting to repair it.
Ah.
That
Don't
will
work.
not. So move it down to 5
Whoops.
as they repair it.
Dare you?
Then for the other team, the one on the left will back up 3 spaces.
This one?
The one on the left.
Left.
My left.
His left.
Yeah, so it's true.
And then is going to open fire on the rogue unit.
Pow!
Does a 14 hit you? Holly.
Me?
I think it hit you exactly.
Hold up. It does
All
hit
right.
me exactly.
So you will take 12 points of piercing damage.
You're not wearing any armor?
Wait, I am wearing armor.
Then your AC should have gone up when your
Your
dex went up.
AC, yeah, your
Oh.
AC should be higher than 14.
So it's
Hold
15.
on.
She has a 15 AC.
So never mind, that doesn't hurt.
It doesn't
Does
hit
she only
me.
have a +1 armor bonus?
Yeah, she's wearing padded.
Okay, yeah. Then that'll miss. So you take no damage.
She never upgraded to studded.
Okay. You take no damage.
Okay.
As you and your fellow rogues manage to avoid the gunfire. The other one is going to step 1 to the right to intercept the oncoming beasties. And
Good luck.
And they're going to throw explosives.
Come at me, bro.
Drop explosives down the cliff.
Is your touch AC less than 16?
Right now?
What's your touch AC?
Darn. My touch AC is 15.
Alright, yeah. So you're going to take some explosive damage.
No reflex saves?
No. Really touch AC.
That's fine. It happens.
They attack your touch AC. These are contact grenades.
You will be taking 8 points of fire damage.
Ow. Oh, the misery. The pain. The suffering that I will endure.
I thought that you were going to say that I will bring upon them next round.
A little violin.
The world's smallest violin.
Engineers, Bloodhilt's turn. Bloodhilt charges straight for the battlefield. So move him
That
6
one?
spaces.
Bloodhilt has places to go.
He catches up to me, pretty much.
2, 3, 4,
And goes by.
5, 6.
Yep.
He basically gets to the hill.
Yep.
Cool.
Brick. You're up.
Alright.
So how much you gotta move? 3?
3 spaces.
You can
Unless
dash.
you dash
you
for
can
another-
double,
for
yeah,
extra
you can double
three.
move for 6 if you want.
Yeah, go to 6.
To catch up with
Just
Bloodhilt.
run all down.
Yeah.
Yeah, just stay behind him.
I will do that, and never mind. He's got a clear shot down the middle. So
Yeah.
I was gonna.
Yeah, that's nice.
Then the ballista is going to go between
I was
Brick
gonna
and Leaf.
fly, but it looks like he's not gonna really.
Because
need
its
it.
agility is actually a 10, so it actually has a 0.
It's not moving it. In initiative, it'll work.
So the ballista is gonna open fire on the. Let's see.
The one that's being repaired,
Who's a good target?
or the commander.
The Banshee Queen is on the battlefield. Oh, I need to roll for roll as well.
Oh, the enemy ballista, not ours.
Yeah, the enemy ballista.
It can still fire at their commander or their ballista.
And it would be appreciated.
Because their commander's in a nice small clump with a bunch of soldiers,
That's
so
how we're
it
supposed
probably
to take
hit
over, right? Mysteriously.
No, from our control.
Yeah, I know what I want.
Oh crap! I actually moved. I'm shit. Shit. Sorry.
A violent gale sweeps across the battlefield.
Thank you.
It's an Emma.
They're actually going to fire over towards that giant clump where there's 3 units gathered up, and they'll see who they hit.
That one.
Yeah, they'll make
If they hit.
They will definitely hit somebody. Let's see who.
Shucks.
1, 2, 3. Looks like it's going to be the shaman unit. That'll be your unit.
Yep.
So that's going to be 16 points of piercing damage.
Ow.
That seems painful.
It is.
Are you on camera standing up? Like
They can see the lion. They can see the lion of Stormwind, and that's about it.
Oh, well.
They know what he looks like. They've seen him before.
Leaf, it's your turn.
They see the lion on green screen background of the
16
horde.
points?
Yeah, 16.
But
Actually, is that lion close enough to the green screen to cause some havoc?
Yeah, the lion
Yes,
the lion
it
is
is.
getting faintly green screened.
the alliance is
The alliance is being
The
subsumed by the
outlaw.
horde, as it should be.
Cry havoc.
so. Can these folks
Firing?
repair the ballista thing?
You can certainly, if you do it, they will do it. So,
Sure, if I do it, they can try.
yeah.
I like that philosophy.
You could also follow the fighters onto the
Yeah,
battlefield.
you could also
right, heal
fire
them.
a shot across.
He could heal the siege machine and then move to follow.
Yeah, that's what I'm planning on doing.
Oh, you're gonna cast one and then go.
Why am I using a d20? As much as I'd like to heal that much, I will try to heal it up.
Based on how much you repair, it might repair 1 or more.
Cool. Hopefully. 4. 5. 6.
Does your healing domain bonus apply to repairing spells?
It says cure spells specifically.
Darn!
So that's 11.
Unfortunately, that will still heal at 1, so it goes from 6 to 5.
That's still relevant.
Yoink. And I will move. Yoink.
Rasputin moves!
Alright, that brings us down to it's Vol'jin's turn. Vol'jin's going to keep up with the other forces.
So dash 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Right about there.
There.
That's good.
Ish. Yeah. Close enough. So cute.
We're at a tie between Josh and the siege tank, and I believe you got more agility than the siege tank does.
Okay.
So
You have more agility
Okay, so-
than a literal siege tank.
I'm just gonna move down and through. Just give me
Double
as much
move?
of a dash. Yeah. How far can I go?
You can actually break through the infantry if you double move.
Really?
Yeah.
Out in front.
Because I only moved 3, so
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. 'Cause you.
because I cast spell first.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna.
Like there.
Okay, so I'm right out front. What the heck?
Alright.
Just-
Then
Kind of a reason you're in a big suit of metal.
Yep.
siege tank sees a big clump that the ballista fired at,
Oh, you think?
and now there's an extra target.
Hi. Oh. I'm an extra target.
That's gonna hit somebody.
Uh,
Now there's 4 of you. 4. Yeah, that'll be the steam suit that just stepped up.
okay.
Step up. Boom.
See how this goes.
Ow. That'll be 22 points of bludgeoning and piercing damage as the cannon shot slams into you and your
-2.
regiment of steam suits.
Okay, got it. All right.
Ow.
Ow.
That seems painful.
I can help you out with
I'm
that.
still running past it.
Cool.
All right, and then the footmen are going to go. So the horde footmen are just going to keep up with everybody else, the grunts. And then the alliance footmen are going to hold the choke points, so they're going to stack into the ramps.
Look at them use an actual strategy.
That's fine. They don't know that our raptors are about to climb up over their fucking walls.
And they all, like, guard the one immediately in front of them?
Yeah.
That was our plan.
These guys are in for a very long hike.
All right, and then the demolisher goes.
I say
Leave. You're the one nearest to it.
yeah.
Well, there's some clumps.
I would take out the main, the main defense.
Actually,
I feel like the move to flank defense might be a little bit more dangerous just for the factor that... Or actually, that one has a bunch of people around it.
yeah, I'm saying that.
that one?
Yeah, the
I mean,
ballista.
I was thinking either that one. Yeah.
The ballista is going to be easier to destroy than the siege tank, and also we can probably get a couple of the engineer groups that are near it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Right. Okay.
Am I rolling for
Yeah,
that?
that's fine.
So roll me a d20 and add 6.
8.
In other words,
Unfortunately, that shot goes wide.
It doesn't hit the touch AC of the ballista.
No.
it doesn't even
The
get.
touch AC of the ballista is higher than 8.
Hey, I didn't malfunction it, so you know what?
Barely.
But you were very close.
Anyway.
I'm glad the malfunction rating isn't a 2.
No, it's a 1. Because this is a siege weapon. It's built to last.
Wow.
Devastator explodes on first round.
Built to blast. Goblin products are built to blast. All right, back to the top.
It's a toothbrush.
Built to blast.
Exploding toothpaste.
Blast that bacteria off your teeth.
Blast
Well,
that teeth off your teeth.
As well as the rest of your teeth.
It corrodes your
Can't-
teeth away. It's so powerful.
Can't get cavities when you don't got teeth.
Very true.
Can't get gum disease if you don't have gums.
And then you replace them with dentures that explode.
Exploding dentures.
Explode.
Prostate.
You just throw them like hand grenades. And
Do
then
like
they
the
explode.
Forsaken. Do like
No,
the
you just
Forsaken
bite the
do.
person
You
in
just
the
get a new jaw.
Okay, who's up?
So Sylvanas and the Dark Rangers are out. They're gonna
Oh yeah.
open fire on that engineering team again. The one that's trying to get to the siege. Trying to get to the siege
The
engine.
Wannis and the Dark Rangers. Are they starting like a band or something?
I'm just
Yes.
tired, that's all. I'm not really.
These dice is going to
The products go?
Nathanos is with them.
Okay.
Nathanos is with Sylvanas' unit.
Sorry, it was a separate unit, so I didn't realize we were going at the same time.
So the engineering team that's approaching the siege tanks, dead.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yep. So there's no more friction in that siege tank.
Hey!
Well, he's not from that guy.
Well,
General Hawthorne. He sees a problem to the right. He's going to go head towards the scouting team.
This guy?
Yep.
Oh look, the commander comes closer to the assassination team.
Yes.
Jangatal.
Let's get these engineers.
Roll me a climb check.
Nice. 21.
That's the long climb, so it will take 3 spaces, but you can get up.
Hey, engineers.
Get eaten.
Bull rush?
Sure.
Right off that 40-foot cliff?
You wouldn't be, because you're basically have to charge, you won't be able to throw them off the cliff, but you can push them back if you
Not
want.
necessarily, because that took 3 spaces. I've got another space to move behind them.
Oh, is that
Right.
attack of
Because I have
opportunity?
5.
Well, I was staying in there.
You're moving within the threatened
Within the
space, so you
threatened
do provoke
space,
an attack.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But still.
No,
That's fine. Well, what weapons do they have out? I thought they had
It's okay.
grenades.
I have to
They
keep
have grenades.
stretching my
You think that's the
legs.
only weapon they've got out?
Yeah, but what are they
Okay,
holding?
Sorry.
They got grenades in one hand and weapons in the other.
Okay.
I mean, it's
Swords
not
in
gonna be
the
that.
other.
I mean, they're engineers. So
They're engineers, so it's probably not their best attack.
16 plus just their strength, which is only a +1. 17?
No.
Yep. So that'll miss.
You can push them off.
Let's make some opposed strength checks.
Alright. Probably not.
14.
Yeah, no. They fail.
Goodbye.
Are they
Tumbling
all
down the
falling?
40-foot cliff.
Or do they?
Uh,
Is there 40 foot? Yeah. What's their?
let's see how well they try and how well they try and catch as they fall. Not well enough. They fall down.
So they're at the bottom.
They break their
And that's a
neck as they
40-foot
fall.
fall, so that's 46.
Yep.
Do you do any damage when you push them over?
No. The bull rush doesn't do any damage. It's the 40-foot drop that hurts a little bit.
Didn't hurt as much as it could have. 9, 10, 11 points of damage to
So they're still there.
Hey, rogues!
They're currently knocked dead. They're currently
Prone.
prone. Go slit their throats, please.
Can they get there?
Yeah.
Shiana.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's your turn.
Almost.
Okay.
you
If
climb down.
you
Climb
go for the
down
tumbled check, you could totally shank them this round. If you take the slower and safer route, you can get to them when they get back up.
You gonna try and tank the fall to get to them now, or you're gonna climb down and get to them next round.
It's a.
I'm gonna climb. I'm taking the safer route. I'm gonna climb down and get to them now. Or
Yeah, if you don't have a good
next
tumble
round.
check, you don't want to risk it.
I
Roll a climb check.
I have a little bit of a bonus, but I'm not trusting it. What is that? Is that a 6 or a 9? Oh, that's a 9. Yeah, that's a 9 because that's a 6. Okay, sorry. 15.
15? Yeah, it'll take most of your movement, but you eventually get down.
Alright,
Okay.
get down right up next to them. Fortunately, standing up provides an attack of opportunity.
Alright.
Bunch of rogues standing over the engineers going, "Hi."
Stand up.
Garrett.
Wait, can you attack?
My
So that was only a move action.
They had the
No.
dash. They had the dash.
Because
to
They
get
need
there.
both move actions to get there.
That was the 3
The-
spaces.
the
But
cli-
No,
they
but
climbed
they
it.
the
climbed.
climbing
Oh, that's
took
fine.
most of it.
My group,
So-
we just jumped.
I don't have any healing spells, but my shamans do because most shamans do.
I mean, they have spontaneous totem spells.
Yeah.
Your group has your capabilities, basically. So you're a combat spellcaster group.
Damn it. Okay. Well, I didn't. We don't have any healing.
It's
then.
worse.
It's worse.
Advanced Wars is a good thing to call upon when you're trying to do large battlefield tactics.
All right. Well, then we're gonna be casting Rockbiter Weapon on our weapons, and moving 3 more towards the next ramp.
A rock biter.
Let's get post just on the other side of
What's
the
the
ramp.
ramp?
Yeah, basically they get past Blood Hill.
Yeah,
One
right
step back.
Right there.
There.
Yep.
Cool. It's hard to see past
So-
Blood Hill from my direction.
A whole bunch of us now have bigger weapons.
Alright, engineers. The 2 that are on the ballista are going to try and repair the ballista. That's a failure. That's a success. The ballista goes down to 4.
If we
As
all
long as
can,
he keeps-
how many? This is actually worth noting. How many shamans are in my group?
It's basically all battle shamans.
So how many? What's the total number?
You're probably about 9 or 10.
Because if all of us cast healing wards,
It'll affect. It's basically it's going to affect your unit as it would affect you. So, your unit will heal for 1.
Because healing wards stack.
They do, but I'm keeping it simple for mechanics.
Damn it. Hopefully you get like 20 plus 20.
Engineers
That'd be helpful.
are surrounded by rogues.
Are they gonna stand up?
They have more explosives.
They're gonna blow themselves up?
They do.
Throwing explosives also provokes an attack of opportunity.
Yes, it does.
Throwing, yes. Dropping, not so much.
Oh,
Just
they're
setting off in their hand.
They're just like,
gonna lay
you know
down.
what? We're dead.
Put it in!
Bang! Come at me, bro.
I need Shiana to make a reflex save.
I mean, yeah. It's a tactic.
It's
14
on the die.
Alright, not
plus
Ouch.
plus 7. It looks like.
Reflex plus 7 is 21.
21? Okay, that'll take half damage.
Yay.
Evasion.
She doesn't have evasion yet, I don't think.
Rogues get evasion at level 2.
Good.
Yes, they do.
Alright. So you guys managed to avoid it entirely.
And here's like,
How much
we can
is
blow you up, and we're like, we're rogues, Nimrods.
And it does finish them off.
Like just they pull the pin on the explosive, thinking they blow up the rogues, but
Those
the rogues
dwarves-
just pass through the cloud of smoke.
Those dwarves really wanted to be goblin sappers, is what we're saying.
So they self-destruct.
The emerging from as the cloud of smoke dissipates, all the engineers are dead, but all of the rogues have very quickly dodged behind various pieces of rock or hidden under things, and so as the smoke clears, there's just bodies everywhere, and then all the orcs just stand up to their feet and just kind of shrug
And just
off
go
to the
like
dust.
that.
Last gen.
And then Bloodhill, he's charging forward, 6 squares straight to the enemy.
So he's got to go over to get to where I'm at. So 1, 2.
1, 2 to be on top of him, and
Can't have
then
me,
from there.
Then 6 more heading straight up front.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So he'll actually end up
Straight
right
up
here.
through the head.
Yep, right on the enemy line.
Offset him slightly so that I can get in. There you go.
Or straighten the mat, maybe.
Doesn't matter.
Huzzah!
There's. It's all right. It'll be fine.
Either way, he's right there. He's up in their face.
It's a topographical map.
He's up in except
No, like
that's the wrong
it
direction.
adds dimension to the terrain.
Except it's
Except
an
in the
inverse
wrong
topographical
spot.
map because it's supposed to be down at that point.
Brick, it's your turn.
We're gonna start flying.
Flying? Alright.
Yes.
Terrain doesn't mean a thing to you.
Well, that's good.
And that means I can still move. Would I be just
Well,
going
how
over
far-
everything?
Fly speed is double your walk speed, so what, you can go 6
Yeah, you
Six
can move
squares.
6 squares.
6 squares.
You want to go find like a tank to take care of,
Or you
or
want to hit?
Well, once I get there, but because since I cast the spell, I can only move.
yeah, you can only do one move?
One move that time, but next turn.
Yeah.
Oh, that
see-
also means though, because you don't care about terrain, you can charge.
There's a flying bullman.
As the Tauren slams his fists together and the variety of mages and other rune masters that are with him all enact their own spells of flight, there's just a small squad of flying warriors that are moving straight towards the enemy team.
Flying bullman.
And others.
He is the cow that jumped over the moon.
Which brings us to the ballista. The ballista rotates about 45 degrees and then fires at the group of raptors that have just shown up near the other siege weapon.
Do they hit their commander because there's a straight line between them and...
I mean, the shot's going to arc. So
Also, the commander is one person.
And a small retinue, but definitely not a full thing to get in the way of a ballista.
him and a few squires.
Yeah.
He is a single poisson.
Croissant?
Poisson, fish.
That's a 22
I prefer
to
the
hit
French
you.
bread.
22 unfortunately does hit me.
No, that's
All right.
that song from The Little Mermaid, Le Poisson.
Ah.
Le Poisson, how I love Le Poisson.
Get back here.
I had to watch
You
that
stop
movie
dropping
way too
dice.
long.
Yeah, it's been way too long. I haven't seen that movie in years.
Same.
That is going to be 22 points of piercing damage. As you take a ballista bolt head on.
It happens.
Leaf, it's your
All of
turn.
a sudden, he feels a bit singed.
Which is odd because it was a spear.
The friction.
3,
Friction burn.
4, can move up just barely to be right next to you.
It'll take this entire
and
session just to get us
healing
into
and
battle.
repairing. So I'll repair suits. They'll heal up the engineers and stuff.
Yep. Go ahead. Do your repairs.
Ooh, that's a much better roll. That is a much better roll.
How much damage
7
was restored?
and 8. That would be
15.
15. So that'd be 19 hit points back.
All but one of the damage you took.
Ooh.
That would have completely cured me.
Solve it. Good deal.
Sweet.
All right.
Vol'jin's squad is going to move 3 spaces forward towards the battlefield. And how many spaces are between them and the nearest enemy?
Who? That one?
7?
They're only
Or
2
8.
spaces away from me.
That's close enough. Vol'jin and his witch doctors begin to weave a spell, and
Oh, goody.
the enemy soldiers are going to need to make 2 saving throws.
Like seriously, they pull out looms and everyone's really confused.
That's a failure. And that's also a failure. So that front squad of soldiers, all of their heads shrink down to the size of a fist.
Oh!
That spell that you wanted to cast that one time, you finally managed to pull it off.
I mean, they're witch doctors. They begin to suffocate.
Do we just straight up get rid of them right now?
Yeah, just get rid of them. They're not gonna...
They're not doing a whole lot.
It's very hard to imitate the sound of a shrinking head.
Actually,
That's because the sound of a shrinking head is not something that typically happens in the time frame of 6
It
seconds.
probably sounds a lot more like meat compacting and bones cracking than anything else. So it's less of a shoo and more of a.
No, it makes a slide whistle noise. Sorry, it makes a slide whistle noise.
No.
We need to get your. We need.
Very few things in life make the slide whistle noise.
John.
But this
Except for
isn't
slide
life,
whistles.
remember?
There's only 2 options. It either makes a slide whistle noise or it makes the sound of an agitated rubber ducky.
Rubber duck.
John, we need your meat balloon.
Yeah, in fact, you need the meat balloon sound.
Josh, it's your turn.
One day I'm gonna get a meat balloon and
All
just
right.
like squeeze it in front of one of those microphones.
What?
Well, you have to
No.
squeeze the meat into the balloon.
Yes.
Or out of the balloon.
Well, I'll get my sausage
Okay, so how
stuffer.
far am I away from that? Can I?
It's the sound of the werewolf makes when they transform
gonna be
from
right
normal
beside him?
person to werewolf. It's the sound of meat filling a balloon.
Yes.
Oh,
If I go,
okay
am I going to be right beside him if I go 6?
Sound.
Okay.
You'll have to move around this ledge.
Because all of that out of
Okay,
context
and I can't go
sounded
by
so
half.
weird.
Would you like to hear my meat balloon?
All of it sounded so weird.
Yeah,
To
she
be fair,
does
the
say she can be
context doesn't
sort of
make it
close
that
to
much
it.
And
better.
I
Okay,
was
all right, right next
very
to him. Right
intrigued
next
as
to him,
to where that possibly was
Alright.
going.
Whatever. I'm just going to move
Going
forward.
upstairs to my sausage stuffer and a balloon.
Sounds
You
legit.
end up with Austin talking about his sausage stuffer.
Siege Tank's turn.
With his meat balloon.
But his meat balloon.
But you can't.
Oh, it's my meat
balloons.
balloon. His
They're
sausage
gonna
stuffer.
they're gonna open fire at the main body. That's a natural 20. This is getting bad.
Uh-oh.
That's gonna
Hurt.
hurt.
I'm glad I had a little healing there,
So
I was gonna
who's
help.
getting hit? There are 3 targets.
Not me. I'm further away.
1 and 2 will be the one.
Wait,
We're
how
some
are
of the
there-
slow and steady brigade.
Would it really be 3 targets if one of them's flying?
That's fair. There's only 2 targets.
Because one of them's flying.
1, 2, and 3 will be Blood Hill. 4, 5, and 6 will be the engineers. That's a 3. Blood Hill's gonna get hurt.
That's
It's okay.
bad.
11.
It's fine.
He's healing.
He's an NPC.
I mean, he takes 78 points of damage
He's
From
an
what?
NPC.
from the siege tank.
Well, siege tank does a lot more damage than the ballista does.
Yeah, it does. It's a siege tank.
I mean, you
Get rid of
know,
that siege tank.
that would be something to do.
Blood
Wow.
Hill's unit
Ow!
is practically decimated by a heavy shot, but
I imagine, by the literal definition, it is far more than decimated.
probably. But Blood Hill,
Unless it has 700 hit points, in which case I would be very impressed.
Oh, I got his meat balloon all over my armor!
Blood Hills himself and a good number of his soldiers are still standing, but most of them are currently writhing on the ground in their death throes, so they will need healing quick.
Unfortunately, the priest is really far away.
Wait, are they? Darn, I'm not in range for that spell.
No.
All right.
And it's a holy light priest spell. They're not going to have flash of light. Dang it.
No.
And then
they have some sort of strange, non-mechanical, identical spell that they have access to.
Basically.
Flash of spirits.
Basically. So
they just vomit these spirits of healing at
my shamans don't have healing spells, even though it would make sense for them to. So your healers have flash of light.
Yes, just do it.
Because
swallow my spirits.
There are priests among the horde. They're mostly troll priests. Because they're low.
No,
but it's specifically.
No, but it's a holy light.
It's specifically, yeah.
That's okay.
Is it a healing domain or a light domain?
It's healing.
It's light domain because it's flash of light.
No, it's because that's a healing spell.
It's a healing spell,
so it's fine.
If it's a healing domain spell, there are priests that can have it in the horde.
It has different flavor.
Yeah. So
more of a spicy chipotle flavor.
So the grunts and the footmen, the grunts are going to march forward, and try and catch up to Bloodhill's unit.
But either way, they're not in range.
So the red
meeple needs to move 6 spaces closer to the battle.
2, 4, down behind me, sort of.
Something, kind of like that.
Yep.
Yeah, sure.
And then blue footmen on the left are going to collapse in towards the main body. So yeah, those guys
down.
Are they
Well, if you just put it right there, then you
on
can
the
just
ridge
immediately
or
place
out in
them
the open?
where the position was.
Okay, so they are coming out that way. Good. That means I can hit them.
And the other 3 are going to close in on Bloodhilt. So if you could move them around him.
People are getting ready to have some bad days.
Oh yes, I can. Haha.
If they go around,
How many more squares do I get?
That's
How many more squares do I get if we charge?
If you charge, you get
charge
half
is
again.
double movement.
Yeah,
Oh,
so yeah,
sweet.
you'll
But
get
you
your
have to
double.
have flat terrain.
Yeah, you have to have.
What?
Yeah,
In a straight line.
There is.
Yeah, there's
Once
a
I get
line.
down that ramp, there is.
yeah, you have to go straight across, basically. So, oh boy. Okay, only one person hits, but the one person that hits is a natural 20.
So Bloodhilt has had troubles.
Yes, he is.
I mean, it's his
because he
fault.
takes another 15 points of slashing damage.
He ran past everyone else, so.
He did his blood hilt thing.
Demolisher.
And now his hilt is probably indeed covered in blood.
Demolisher, us.
Demolisher, that's him.
That's us.
That's
you.
you're still the closest one, Leaf. Choose your target.
Oh look, their commander is out in the open.
Yeah, we need some.
Do we still want to go for that, or
He's out of the siege tank.
Yeah.
Get this 4 over there so I can.
Well,
go,
that
or
siege
I'm
tank
gonna
is
go around
dealing-
and take
Oh
care
no,
of that.
I'm gonna run into that 4 over there. So.
Yeah, I want to run around that side and get that that ballista thing over there. So just hit those 4 and weaken them a little bit.
Either the siege tank does a lot of damage,
I know.
and if it hits another
I'll
one,
get there.
if it hits me, I'm like, if that had hit me, I would be instant dead.
I know. Me too.
And the engineers are there to kind of, if we don't roll as well. I really think these siege tanks need to go the heck away.
I think.
Yeah,
I think
that
the
needs to be the-
this siege tank? If that was attacking anyone that wasn't Bloodhilt, any of us would have gotten one.
It would also have critical hits, so.
I know.
But still, yeah. that's-
But even half of that would still kill me.
You don't know if it's a triple crit or not, though. Siege engine might be triple crit.
Anyway,
There's
Anything,
some bad
anything that
news.
can get up to 76 points of damage can kill most of us.
Yeah.
Anything that can do 1/10 of Crash's damage.
go ahead and kill it.
I would hit the siege tank.
Okay. Sure.
That's the same
Aiming.
thing, right?
Fire.
I think we're going for the one with the engineers around it.
Well, no, the siege
No.
tank is
Oh,
the
that's the
bigger
siege
tank.
tank.
Yeah,
That's the
siege
big
tank.
Yeah,
One
that's
engineer is
a
the
ballista.
ballista. That's the one that you shrugged off the
+6.
damage of.
Firing. 11.
It's enough to glance off, so go ahead and roll me 4d6 and you'll deal half the typical damage.
They see the advantage of firing a tank. They're easy to hit.
15,
10,
7.5.
15.
15. That's enough to knock it up 1, bring it up to 11.
So that'd be, yeah.
To 11.
Why am I trying to reach for that one?
See, it's gonna take them forever to do that.
Yes.
That was a glancing blow.
I know, but it's still gonna take forever to do that.
Yes, but.
I mean, but if I can get there, to either one of those, I can knock them out. I gotta get past all these troops first, though.
Alright. That is the Demolisher turn. Back to Sylvanas.
You can probably do enough damage to put that thing fairly close to being out of commission.
Sylvanas and the Rangers are going to open fire on Hawthorne.
Good.
Yeah, he's sitting out there in the open all.
It's an natural 20 on the Rangers.
Yes, crit the commanders.
Shit. All the commanders die, and then we take over.
Ta-da!
I am the new commander.
Duly noted, Hawthorne is looking injured.
Oh, look.
Because bows do triple crit.
Raptor food.
They don't have as big a damage die as the siege tank does.
Well,
Hawthorne's turn. He's gonna close in. He's gonna charge the raptors.
Beep. There's like
Just right
yeah.
next
we
to
got
him.
spears. Defensive.
Ta-da.
Just turn.
And then the rogues go past.
Well, because we used our attack.
Yeah,
surface.
right.
Also, I'm the only one with that sort of a weapon. I'm using my dagger right now.
Yeah. It's gonna be a 27 to hit you.
Yes, that is.
Well, let's see. Can I spontaneously add a bunch to my AC?
No, you're not a spirit champion.
Darn. Why am I not as broken as Crash?
So that will be
Not the least
16
of which
points of
being
slashing
level.
damage.
It happens.
And then that brings us to Jangatala. It's your turn.
Eat him.
Return.
That. What he said.
We will let you cannibalize this one.
Don't say we like that.
I'm using the colloquial horde we.
When.
But I'm not.
27.
27?
You're not the entirety
That
of the
hits.
horde, no.
Better.
Yes, but I imagine the majority of people probably won't want him,
I don't suppose
Eating
he's
someone.
an animal bannable.
No, he's not. He's not an animal. I mean, humans are animals, but he's not a beast.
6 damage.
6 damage. Alright.
What? No. That was a start.
Yeah, I have a second attack. Because I bite him too.
You better.
And we all bite him. That's a natural 20.
Alright. Damage.
Ooh.
You don't have to confirm that, remember?
Right. It would have confirmed anyway.
Yeah.
14 more damage.
Good.
14? Alright. He's not looking great.
And... yeah, I've got a lot of wolves with me, right? Do they try to trip him when they do that or not? Or are we just assuming that they're mechanically
Just
me?
assuming that they're mechanically you.
Cool. I
Can
dig
you
it.
trip him? No. Okay.
I mean, I could, but that'd be a different attack.
Shiana. Oh look, John Locke Cole is excited to see Electric Galaxy back.
Hi! Hi, John Locke Cole!
Told you.
Alright.
I've missed all of you.
Well, step 1, you gotta climb that, but then you can flank this dude.
Okay, so what? Climb down, then
Climb
flank?
check.
Well, you gotta
Roll
climb
climb
up.
check.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry,
You're
climb
climbing
up.
Climb up.
Climb
Just
a
make it
direction.
natural 20, whatever it is.
Okay, that's 22.
You'll have to dash, but you can get up there.
Alright. And well,
Okay.
we should get up behind him?
Yeah, you can get up behind him.
Okay.
Let's flank this sucker.
You guys give +4 bonus to each other for flanking. Because you've been morphed as a kid.
Am I allowed to attack yet or no?
No, you had to dash to get there.
Okay.
Alright. Garrick.
I'm charging into that cluster of peons on the right there.
Yes.
Love that.
I'll call it good enough.
Okay.
Go.
Why?
bam.
What?
Well,
Because
bam.
there was an awkward ledge, but if as long
But
as
I
it's
can go
down.
second
Well,
step
he
1
can.
and then go. Yeah.
He's tall
1,
enough.
2,
You
3.
just step down.
I tower over everything. Plus, now I have to figure out what all my pluses to damage are.
Are you power attacking? You have to figure that
I
out
am
first.
power attacking. Yes,
So
I am power attacking for
the
plus
full amount.
4. For the full
so
amount.
what's your strength?
My strength is I can rage incidentally, can't I?
Yes.
We rage. My strength is an 18.
You're
That's
comprised
4.
entirely of orcs. So
Yes.
4. Charge makes it 6. Rock biter weapon is a +1.
Yep. We also have a +1. We also have another +1 for our inner fire,
So you're at a +8.
and we're fighting humans. We get another +1.
+9. With power attack. To do a bajunk of damage.
That's a critical threat.
That's a critical. Is it what,
That's
natural 20?
19.
19? Okay, that's still a threat. You just have to confirm that.
17 plus 9.
Yes.
28.
Okay.
Sweet.
So we crit.
Can we just assume that they are all entirely decapitated because you're doing 4d6,
48.
4d8?
48 plus 14 times 2.
Did you add your power attack to that?
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm. If you roll minimum damage.
Actually, sorry. 48 plus 15.
Go ahead and roll. Don't roll minimum damage.
10. So 10, 12, 13 plus 15 is 28
56.
times 2.
56.
Yeah, like a crashing wave, that first unit is demolished.
No,
Not all of
no,
it,
no,
just
no.
one.
Just the first one.
Just the clone.
Wham!
Suddenly you smell the strong scent of urine.
Urine and bitter disappointment.
Urine and blood.
All right.
As we just
No, the
trampled
blood
over.
just turned into a mist and floated off.
I'm pretty sure that's what would qualify as you smelling it, yes.
As
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Engineers have done what they can for that ballista. They're gonna open fire on the rogues that just showed up.
Oh, goody.
Pew pew.
Please don't.
It's gonna be.
are they in range?
Yeah, they have rifles.
Yeah, rifles have a really
Alright.
redonk long range.
These are dwarves. They have long rifles. It's gonna be a 22 to hit, Shiona.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
that hits me.
It's only 3 points of damage.
Okay, I can live with that.
Second one. It's 23 to hit.
That hits.
That one's 7 points of damage.
So 10
Yeah.
total.
Okay.
Sorry, 8 points. 11 total.
Okay.
Warlord Bloodhilt. He's hurt, but he's going strong, so he's gonna just start swinging.
Oh, rage, which means we got more hit points.
Raging.
Yeah.
It's not quite a critical
Yeah,
threat,
10
so
more
we're just
hit
gonna
points.
swing with them all.
So 34 out of 50.
Okay. That one is a critical hit, so he's going to smash. With his second swing, that unit on the right goes away.
That one.
That, yeah.
And then his third swing is going to dig into the other one next to him. That'll hit.
Is he doing the Sauron thing where he just like swings and a
Yeah.
swath of people
Yeah,
going?
just like one swing and then there's just people flying. Yeah.
That's what we just did.
Except you did it man on man.
We did one swing.
Like each of you, blade met metal, and then
Continued
insides
through.
evaporated.
And Bloodhill's just because he uses them all, so he's just like, and people flying in all directions. Brick, you're up.
Awesome.
Continue flying.
Continue flying towards the.
Siege engine.
You gotta go.
You can move diagonally too.
Yeah, but it's gonna be the same thing.
This time he can aerial charge.
Yeah.
No, moving diagonally, I think you could.
Actually, no, he couldn't because it counts as a space and a half. But if he
Yeah.
gained some altitude, he could dive it next round.
Just elbow drop from the heavens onto the siege tank.
Because
Yeah,
you wanted to.
yeah, it's cool. Next round, he'll just elbow drop from the heavens. Actually, sounds exactly like what you want to do.
Yeah.
All right. So that's your turn.
By God, that's Brick's music.
John Locke Cole says hello to everyone.
Yo!
Hello.
Oh, you got two hellos. One for Crag Bolting and one for Hat.
Yay.
He's got his thinking cap on today.
Yeah.
Yay.
It literally.
It says it right there.
Yep.
We're not kidding.
The ballista is going to open fire. Where?
Wherever.
Come at me, bro.
There's a siege
gonna
engine.
miss.
There is a demolisher that's been laying some damage down.
I mean, it hasn't been.
It really hasn't, but it's a demolisher.
It's been threatening to lay some damage down.
It's a natural 20. Okay.
Would you stop that?
Can you crit a siege machine?
With another siege machine, yes.
It's designed. They're designed to crit structures. So
Darn.
Goodbye, Demolisher.
Well, that
Well,
didn't
we
live
still have a few
long.
points.
when you see to have someone other than Zach roll for the demolisher, really.
Okay.
We really should.
You're going to take that one up 4.
Wait, what?
I'd go up 4 from what it is now.
Oh, so 9.
It's still there.
It's on 9.
It's still there.
It's
Still
still
there.
there.
Barely.
Barely. It's like a
It was
little
being
wheel.
held
It's
together
like-
by duct tape, spit, and
it's-
dreams.
It's wobbling. It's currently wobbling right now.
It's still there because the healer healed it. The healer repaired it earlier.
That's
Yup.
true. Yeah.
Like I said, it is being held together by duct tape, spit, and dreams.
I vote we have Emma and Kira together roll the demolishers next turn.
What? So Kira rolls attack and then Emma rolls damage?
Sure, or the other way around, whichever.
Leaf. It's your turn.
Let's see if I can get to Mr. Guy that is almost dead and whatnot.
You may have to jump a cliff.
And if he jumps a cliff, he can't.
Yeah, I can't.
Flash of light.
Well, if he jumps the cliff and doesn't try to climb it.
What's your range on that?
Hold on. Let me consult my spells after moving all of these d6s.
If you can move your...
Well, Flash of Light isn't the one I'd be using, but...
I mean, but
where
if
is...
you can do one from the top of the cliff. Just go forward.
He needs to put some serious healing down, though.
Oh, look, I've got working now.
It's only like 40 feet, right?
I mean, I've got one that's medium range, but it heals like a lesser.
I would just try to get down there and hope he doesn't die this round. I mean, if he goes down, you can bring him back up.
Maybe.
It's highly unlikely that...
It depends on how hard he goes down.
Well,
that's the siege tank turns him into mist.
70 didn't kill him outright, so a crit won't auto-kill him.
Yeah, but there's enough people around him that if one of those soldiers knocks him out, another could coup de grace.
He's about to be joined by some trolls
He's got a
and
whole
some
bunch of stuff
footmen,
behind him.
so they'll distract.
And I'm holding off the enemy's reinforcements, so...
Well, going by the numbers, I could either get there and then next round heal him for 2d8 plus whatever, or I could use one of my longer range heals and just heal him for 1d8 twice.
10:30.
So it's the same thing, but one of them gives him healing now. So I'm just going to move up slow and use long range healing.
Yeah.
1.
That is the intention, at the very least.
2.
I'm about to cut it off. I'll cut it off. Yeah.
3. And was he in that space?
Yeah, whatever.
So I'm going to use Holy Light Lesser.
Okay.
And so are the...
So are the priests.
They're using holy spirits.
Well, no, they have priests that use that name spell.
Yeah, like a lower priest of the healing domain would still use holy light.
Like, that's the name of the spell. It's not necessarily drawing on holy light.
13 hit points.
13, alright.
It's not as complicated as you guys
Wait,
think
no,
it is.
14, because this one's actually a
healing domain spell?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, alright.
So that seems effective.
Alright. So, then that brings it to Vol'jin. Vol'jin's going to advance 3 more spaces towards Warlord Bloodhill.
Does Vol'jin have any ranged healing spells?
Yes, he does.
30.
Could he use them on me?
Bloodhill's looking still very injured, so he's actually going to use his own healing on Bloodhill. Alright.
That's a lot more dice than I roll.
4 dice, as opposed to 2. He's going to heal for 23. Which then brings us to Josh.
What do you do?
Can I get to the ones next to one of these two guys?
Yeah, absolutely. He's going to pile in next to Bloodhill.
Okay, I'm going to go over there. Am I going...
Like that way?
on the...
Like on
the outside.
where his sword is at.
Yeah, right where his sword is. I'm going to go run right through his sword. Am I going to...
There you go.
Okay, am I flanking?
Not quite flanking, but you are within reach.
They're in a choke point. It's hard to flank.
Okay, right.
You got
That's-
it.
Okay,
that is
so
kind of a choke point.
I'm just going to go with the steam saw.
Alright, roll your attack.
Don't roll 1.
For every one of ours, we have to kill 4 of theirs. Did you malfunction?
I rolled a 1 on my steam saw.
What did I say?
Ka-ching, ka-ching.
You said roll 1.
I said don't roll 1.
Oh!
You won!
Yeah.
Oh.
I won.
Roll a d20.
I won. Wait.
That's a
20? That explodes.
Is that the catastrophic explosion?
That's the that's
If only that was your delay malfunction roll.
Hey, on the plus side, those soldiers are in for a bad time. On the downside, so are you.
And
so is
Bloodhill.
And
Bloodhill.
There's a
Roll
nuclear
your
explosion.
delay malfunction, I guess. I mean,
Delay
Are
malfunction?
you going to try and delay it?
I got delay.
Delay it and then just launch it at the
What's my
siege
delay
engine.
malfunction thing? Is it
Yes.
Delay malfunction, I think, is craft tech.
Craft. Oh, the craft tech.
I need to check what the tech score of the Steam Blade saw is.
Oh yeah.
We'll just roll really high and it won't matter.
Would this be the saw or the suit that malfunctioned?
It's the shredder. It's the shredder saw.
Just the saw.
Can you hurl it?
No, it's attached to his hand.
Can you disattach it?
There's a specific tech mod for being able to
Everything
detach
blew up and the whole
something
thing was
in a tech
over.
mod slot.
So 25.
Probably not.
Is that enough?
Nuclear.
So 25
Yep.
might actually do something.
Hey!
So the 25 delay malfunction.
Dun, dun, dun.
It's only a saw, so it might not be a 20 or...
Its tech score is 12.
Oh, good.
Oh, okay.
I think that's not going to be enough. Because I believe it's 10 plus the device's tech
10,
score plus its malfunction rating.
Which even then that would get. That was a 25, wasn't it?
25.
Yeah.
That would make it
Yeah.
Even that would.
that would make it a
10.
23.
Even that.
So yeah.
Even that overestimation,
Its
it
malfunction
still
rating is
makes.
Yay.
Oh, the malfunction rating is 3?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, is it
No, hold
is it
on.
malfunction?
In that
let me
case-
check the delay
malfunction
malfunction
rate's
fee.
Ten
What
plus-
book is it in?
so
It's in
6.
core rules.
10 plus 12,
Delay
that would make
malfunction.
it 25 exactly.
And I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
you're overestimating.
That would make it
how
25
hard it is.
exactly.
No, DC is 15 plus the device's
Oh, no.
malfunction rating.
Nope,
So it's
you
actually
failed.
it's 18.
You failed.
No, no, he actually made it.
Oh, wait.
It's
15
15
plus
it's 15
DC.
plus the
15
malfunction rating.
malfunction
Yeah.
rating.
Oh,
so it's only
okay.
18. Okay.
Because I was thinking, like, yeah,
So,
avoid
yeah, the
technical
DC
mishap doesn't even have a DC that high.
Yeah, the
That's way better.
DC is 18.
Okay.
So you made
Alright,
it.
so
You
I'm
delay
saying-
it for
so delay
1d4
1d4
rounds. 1d3 rounds. Sorry.
1d3.
Now, does he get to know how many rounds it is, or do you roll that?
You know what? I get to roll that just because
Yeah,
I think that's fun.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's what I
boy.
thought.
Okay.
Okay.
It is a number of rounds.
Sense motive on the DM to see if
If you roll a natural 20, you don't succeed.
I mean,
Did you roll 3?
that was a 12, but you know.
Well, I can't.
It doesn't malfunction at all.
Yeah, okay, sure.
It's totally not malfunctioning right now.
It's not malfunctioning now, so we're going to continue moving. Okay.
Does the steam suit have jetpacks?
No.
It's
Just
like
better.
just diva mech it, just diva mech it at another
Alright.
at something.
What life are we living now?
Now we are living the siege tank's life.
Oh boy,
Siege
they're
tank.
gonna kill something. Or
Oh, that-
hurt something.
Fortunately, Bloodhilt and the steam suit are
Don't
between
crit for
me
max
and the
damage.
siege tank. So
Aw, that's
They can come at me and
I have
accidentally
cover.
hit Hawthorne. That'd be great.
And crit for max damage.
What's the distance between the siege tank and either the rogues or the scouting group?
1, 2, 3,
9.
4, 5, 6,
7 or 8.
7, or 8, roughly.
Alright, they're just outside the minimum range.
Who are they attacking?
What about the scouting group?
they're attacking in that direction, though. Maybe it'll splash.
It might scatter. That's cocked. Okay. 25 hit either of you.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see how this scatters.
Does it hit the commander?
It might hit Hawthorne, but odds are not in their favor.
1d3.
Hit him.
It's a 1d4 and only 1 is hitting Hawthorne. Because they're slightly better than that.
Because they were aiming.
That's a 4. So that's going to be the Jangatal group.
All right.
Bye.
Let's do our tank job.
be a tank.
After having already been hit multiple times, but you know.
Bye, Jane. We'll pick up the pieces later.
29 points of piercing and bludgeoning damage.
9. If I can do math.
Almost
What?
to
What's the matter?
30 or
Nope.
It's 5 hit
Thank
points
goodness
left.
for regeneration.
You still standing?
oh,
Troll regeneration.
he's
With
not
one hit
dead
point.
yet.
Hawthorne goes before I do.
He does.
Ha.
It's the footman's turn.
So
I am not within range to help you.
Do I get an intimidation check on the 3 groups of footmen in front of me?
No, this is a pitch battle. The 3 of them are going to pile in on you, though. And the squad of grunts is going to run into them. They're gonna back you up. So move the red meeple over to that fight.
He
trips on falls
got
on
it.
his way.
It trips and falls.
He
Trips and
tripped.
falls into
so
the sword.
the grunts are going in hard with a natural 20 as soon as they arrive. So
Good. They're trying to keep up with us.
that's 26 points of damage with a maximum damage great axe hit.
I would call that keeping up. Yes.
I mean, not really, but
Are there any survivors?
That
26?
squad was
I did
injured,
twice
so
as much
yes.
as that.
Okay.
But that was in multiple attacks, wasn't it?
No, it was in 1 attack.
No.
That was a critical hit as well, though, with
Yeah.
a much bigger weapon, though.
It was a critical hit with a
Did that get
bigger.
rid of one of the groups?
It was a critical
No,
hit with
no,
a bigger
no.
weapon that had rock batter weapon on it.
That was an uninjured group, so they're still alive, but not by much. They're not looking great. And then the 3. That's going to be a hit on you.
What? My AC's higher than it normally is.
They rolled a 19 on the die.
Oh, well,
You can hit.
my AC's 20.
Yeah, okay, so they hit you with that one too. That one will miss though. So you take.
This isn't 5e where raging lets you take half damage either.
Take 11 points of slashing damage.
Ow.
And 11 points of slashing damage.
Ow.
So, there is pain.
Then brings us to
I have 12
other
hit points.
footmen
I have
who
12
are
hit
fighting.
points left.
One of them's going after you, Josh. You got that steam saw aimed at them. It's going to be a 20 to hit.
Yes.
All right. 8 points of slashing damage, reduced by 2 to 6 with your hardness.
Yep.
And then the other one's going after Bloodhill and misses with a 2 on the dice.
That is good.
Demolisher, open fire on whom?
Siege engine.
Siege engine.
Siege engine. Siege engine. Kill the siege engine.
Alright, someone roll me an attack roll, add 6.
I'm gonna give Kira a d20.
Well, maybe you should roll this.
Alright, Emma, roll a d20.
D20
I
and
don't
add
roll
6.
well.
Yep.
Okay.
Come on, Emma.
10.
That's a glance, at the very least. Roll, so someone roll me 4d6 and so divide by half.
Yeah, give it to Kira. Maybe she'll roll better.
Oh, that's 4.
Ooh. 13 on the die.
Okay, so 7. Knock it up 1.
The siege tank goes to 12.
That one?
Yep.
Hey, we're getting.
Boink.
Those are yours. That one's yours. Okay.
All right, Hawthorne can miss me. It is
honest.
possible.
Close enough.
Sylvanas could kill him too.
Dang, we did not.
Not with a 3 on the die and a 3 on the dice. No, Sylvanas and the Rangers miss.
All right.
Hawthorne,
Okay, well,
It's been an honor distracting the enemies from dealing damage to other people.
what's your AC?
you've distracted
20.
Oh dear.
2 enemies from damage to other people.
That's a 19.
And a siege tank.
You get the second
siege
attack.
tank. With
So that is a
minus-
hit exactly.
Pardon?
Then he
Missed-
hits you exactly on the
Missed the
second.
first one, hit you with the second one.
I did mention about 1 hit point, right?
Yeah,
One
so
is not 0.
That's 13 points of slashing damage
So you go down to 0.
Now 1 is 0.
Well, yeah, but you stabilize automatically
on your turn, yeah.
on your turn.
And he can't. He doesn't get an extra attack to try and kill you. So, Jangatal, you stabilize.
Boom. You're not
Shiana,
There's a guy in front of you if you want to kill him.
Yeah, kill the thing.
You really
I
need to
will.
kill this dude.
I will kill this dude.
You gonna rage?
Yes.
as the last of the raptors collapses to the ground with Jangatal underneath
Rage
Hawthorne
and
and his
stab.
retinue.
What is it?
Ooh, that's 6.
6.
Oh no.
6 plus whatever,
Oh,
plus another 2, so.
Man, these dice are not in your favor, guys.
Mine are doing fine. Except when I'm getting
Yeah,
hit.
that's only
I haven't rolled yet.
17.
17 to hit?
Things could always change.
17 misses.
17 misses.
The dice
Well-
could be in your
I'm sorry.
favor.
You have a second attack?
Hopefully.
No.
William
No,
needs to
just
stop
one
rolling
for now.
20s unless it's on your side.
Alright.
Well,
Shiana misses.
William is
Okay.
the Taliesin Jaff of the group. He just rolls nothing but
Garrick.
natural 20s.
It's your turn.
Hey look, there are things to kill.
Cool.
I'm going to kill them.
Belknap Cole says hi, Pookie, because they didn't say hi to you before, because they didn't see you there on the couch.
Hi.
Oh, look, another 19.
Pookie is currently 7 months pregnant and therefore laying down.
Pregnant Pookie.
Does a 20
Yes.
something confirm a crit?
Yes.
Okay. Another crit on the infantry.
They're super dead.
Ooh, I rolled better this time.
They're dead.
Okay.
So
Wait.
start
the middle.
far right. Yeah. I'm just dragging. Oh, can I cleave?
I missed. They're on the wall.
You know what? Collectively, yes.
We collectively cleave into the next group.
Okay, Guts.
Come on.
That's another 19.
Roll a confirm.
Okay, does your die have numbers other than 19 on it?
Does a 19 hit?
Just misses.
Okay, so I still hit. I just don't confirm.
Actually, no.
Right?
No, they don't have their shields out. No. They,
Confirm the crit.
confirms.
Someone's about to have a bad day. And by a bad day, I mean dead.
Yep.
Rolled 7 plus 2 plus 4 plus 6
8, 19,
plus
15 is
15,
34.
34.
Is dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're dead.
All right. So,
Another one off.
and I do have.
Do you have Great Cleave?
I have Great Cleave.
Alright.
Try one more.
Yeah.
Once more with feeling. These
This
are
is the
injured.
guy.
These guys are already injured, yeah.
No, that didn't actually roll bad.
How does the crash side math feel?
Does a 19 hit?
Yes, 19
Okay.
hits.
This one there wasn't a crit. I didn't roll a 19. It was 19 total.
Yes.
Um,
But they're already injured.
Those are injured, so.
So
And this is power attacking all the way, so. 8 plus 6 is 14, plus 5 is 19, plus 15 is 30.
34 again.
34.
He's dead. He's dead, Jim.
See ya.
So we basically just go, bam!
and then there were none.
So Dynasty Warrior, you turned it into Dynasty Warriors.
We
We had a
Musa.
Lubu moment.
We Musa on them.
Oh goodness.
Alright.
We cleave through an entire infantry battalion, and then shoulder our swords and look at the rest.
What?
Are you not entertained?
I think they're kind of preoccupied by the robot apocalypse.
Engineers.
AKA the explosion that's
Yeah,
imminent.
about. Yeah.
I didn't say who it was the apocalypse for.
The engineers are going to... They're going to fire at the rogues that are surrounding their general again. That's a 16 to hit.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
That's 9 points of damage to
To the rogues.
the rogues.
How you doing?
That's a natural 20.
No, God.
I'm not doing
Roll to
great.
see if it's going to be a quad crit.
Oh.
That's a 17 to hit.
Yep.
Yes.
What's 8 times 4?
32.
32 points of damage.
You're super out?
Yeah, like.
Are you actually fully dead?
No.
How do you die in
You
this
have
one?
you have to take enough damage to take you to negative max your health in one hit, and you don't.
Hold on.
What's your health?
Hold on. Mathing.
What's your max health?
He wants.
Can you let me just math?
Okay.
It's gonna be at least 20.
I don't think you go to...
I don't think I do. I'm just mathing.
Okay.
That was 32 damage and 11 damage?
The 11 damage happened first.
Yeah. Okay, yes, but.
But yeah.
And rage up your.
So she's unconscious.
She's definitely unconscious.
I'm unconscious.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
She's
I'm
out.
No.
Unconscious,
okay, so
not
anyway.
dead.
Bloodhill is going to try and clear the way.
Like, we don't need to know where you're at negative wise.
Yes.
You don't need to know where you're at negative hit points wise.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, because
No,
you're straight to
just so
0.
long as you're not negative whatever your max health is.
And what's your max health?
26.
Let me see.
Yeah.
What were you at previously? Because you've been
I
hit.
was at 15.
You were at 15,
Then you're
so
okay.
you took
Then
11.
go to
Am
4.
I okay?
But a 4 minus 20, 4 minus 32?
However, she was raging, which means
gave
that
her
her
another 10
calm went
hit
up,
points.
which gives
Yeah.
her another 10 hit points. So
Yeah,
your
yeah.
fact that you are raging means that you are not dead.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Nice.
Okay.
But
If you hadn't been raging, you
You
would
would be dead.
but you're
Awesome.
both kind of like.
But then when she dies, she's no longer raging.
Yeah, that doesn't matter for that.
Doesn't matter anymore.
But yes, it's that single hit that matters.
Yeah. So he's gonna finish off that injured group.
It would if we were using
So-
normal 3.5 health rules.
The you can take that one right there on the far right.
This one?
Other one.
The other one. His right.
Yes,
That one.
I know.
And
You
his
stay sure.
Second attack, he's gonna miss, and then his third attack is gonna be a natural 20. So
Well,
So now
at
the
least
in-
it's going.
So now the
both
infantry's all
ways.
dead. I think we probably just swarm the rest.
boom, he's gone. Yeah.
Okay.
So, they died, and
See
Noki
ya.
died, and now what?
The
Now it's
horde-
Brick's turn.
Brick, go elbow
El-
dive a
Elbow
seven.
drop from the heavens
I know
onto
there's-
the siege
There's the
tank.
commander and the siege tank.
Yeah, you gotta knock out the commander.
Can you read
If
the
you
commander?
Siege tank is gonna
He
be-
can move
Four,
12
five, six,
spaces
seven.
and
There are
charge.
those two guys right there. Yeah, there's that thing.
These
The
two.
siege two.
Because
Yeah,
there-
those
we-
two
I've got
things are gonna be the most.
Two
one
wounded
down
guys
island
there,
and,
you don't want
and
them
one
to
that's
push us.
just got up his grenade, and we got the siege. So-
Yeah.
He's not up yet. He's just stabilized.
Yeah, he's not.
He's not bleeding out.
I'm not up.
He's not up yet, but it's.
It'll take him an hour to get back up.
I'd rather.
Go distract
Also,
them.
remember I mentioned
Yeah.
that if you lost your commander, you would have a lot of trouble with stability.
Dive,
Same goes for them.
dive
I'm
bomb
gonna-
the enemy
I'm-
commander.
Yeah, I'm gonna help my allies.
And it's a dive attack,
Also
so
do a
you
water
get
coup de grace.
+2 to hit and double damage.
Elbow
On this
drop
attack
from
only.
the heavens.
Okay, so how does that work?
You get a +2 to hit because you're charging, and you deal double damage automatically.
Okay.
And if you crit, you double the damage twice.
No, you don't.
Do you
You
not?
do triple.
You just do triple? You crit, you triple.
You add multiplications together in D&D to prevent you from getting. How much more broken Crash's math could have been if you did multiply things together like that? He could have done thousands of damage.
Since Jang is still there and conscious, do I get he's player because he's down, right?
+4. No, 'cause
No,
he's
we're
down.
not technically.
Yeah. Okay, so that's a 17.
Your higher ground, you get +1.
Oh, 18.
And did you add the 2 for charging?
Mhm.
Darn.
Yeah. It doesn't sound like enough.
Nope, it's not quite enough.
Shoot.
You elbow drop the ground next to him.
You elbow drop his armor, and he is unimpressed.
What did you roll on the dice?
14.
What?
I feel like that should be higher than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, your base attack bonus
Base
alone is
attack?
3.
Mm-hmm.
What was
So-
3?
What's your-
Wait, what did I say?
17.
You
Oh.
said 18.
You said 18.
Did I?
17
Oh.
plus 2 be
Yeah, you said
19, so 20?
Yeah, so that'd be a 20.
20 hits.
Okay, awesome.
Hey!
I was mathing wrong.
So,
It's important when you're punching people to know how to do math.
Yes.
in D&D, yes. So roll your damage and then...
Hey,
times two.
what's your strength?
14.
So you should be adding 5 to all your attacks normally.
Really?
Yeah, you add your strength and your base
Yeah,
attack bonus.
your base attack bonus plus your strength.
Oh. I didn't know you had your
plus
base attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Base
you should
attack
be
plus
adding
strength, so you
+5
got
to
plus
all of your
5
hits.
for all of your hits.
So
Yeah.
19.
I will make it.
Ree should have been hitting things a lot more often, is what we're saying.
Well, no, I should have been.
Well, I just realized that my listen check was supposed to be 2 higher than my spot check.
So it should have been +5 to hit.
Yeah.
The entire time.
Plus 5 to hit, plus 2 to damage.
Okay.
So whatever you just rolled, plus 2.
So that's.
+3 actually, because you have your magic striking on, I'm assuming.
Huh?
I'm assuming you have your marker magic striking on, at the very least.
Yeah. Oh, and I completely forgot to add that. I need to put that somewhere on my attacks to remember.
So what'd you roll?
Yeah.
So that's. Let's see. That's 2. Well, do I double all of the
You double the
damage?
total.
Double the total.
Add it up. And
Okay. So that's just gonna be a 8, unfortunately. I didn't roll very good.
You rolled a 1?
Huh?
You rolled a 1?
Huh?
What'd you roll?
I rolled the 2.
You rolled a 2.
So add 3 to
2
it because
plus
2
3.
strength and your 1 for your magic
5.
thing.
So that'd be 10 total.
So 10 total.
10 total.
So that's enough. How do you want to do this?
Elbow drop from the heavens, I think, was mentioned multiple times.
I want a hero drop on top of him.
It's like 3-point landing on his broken body.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the as Hawthorne brings down the troll and as the rogues that are assailing him fall below, he brings his great sword up. Sorry, but this land is taken for the as the Tauren lands on him and just leaves a crater in the ground as he just stands up from the clearing smoke and just the broken body of this human underneath him.
You have to complete a sentence.
Yay!
Can he be in the Yancha crater?
Yes!
Thank you.
You have to complete a sentence by saying "for the horde." There you go.
More like this landing is for the horde.
Okay, this land is taken for the horde.
All right.
So,
With that, it doesn't take long for the morale of the Alliance soldiers to break and a full retreat to begin.
Because there's no troops left, just siege machines, right?
Just the siege machines
And
and
two engineers.
Those 2 mechanics.
the engineers are not a soldier squad. They're not combat troops.
Especially when the bloody, blood and viscera covered shaman warriors come over the ridge.
Yeah. So, as this rout of the Alliance forces takes place, and as your soldiers pour into Fort Triumph to capture anyone else remaining and take the fortifications for yourselves, with victory for the Horde, that is where we'll end for the day.
Say goodbye, everybody.
Hey, goodbye, everybody.
bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.